Coach Matt Richardson, Coach Greg Raleigh have both been here for a very long time and got a great youth program established, and that really helps feed your middle school and high school programs, and they do a great job here.
Yeah, you talk about the youth program. They've got a big summer league for girls that they've had forever that I know some of the middle school and younger Buhler teams have played in for many years. And yeah, it's a good community and a community that has a tremendous support. And if it was not for the COVID restrictions, the Crusaders and Swathers would be playing in front of a packed house tonight.
Yeah, it's a fun old gym. We like the old gyms with characters, and this one certainly has that. As we out of the midseason tournaments, you're halfway for the most part through your schedule. Some facets you kind of have to be careful not to let it become a grind. Man's land, especially for the Buhler guys, for example, about to play their 6th game in 9 days, and so there can be a little bit of fatigue that sets in.
Yeah, and one of the unique things is for both Hesston and Buhler, their teams both play their boys and girls tournament together. A lot of schools week. So in facing Hesston tonight, Hesston's a school that they played in the Trojan Classic last week at Hillsboro, and of course some of those games were here at Hesston. So both teams are kind of battling with that, a lot of games in a short period of time. But both of these teams, though, I feel like they're going to feel like they had a ton of rest, having had a whole Wednesday and Thursday off.
Yeah, especially our boys having that much needed break. I didn't think that they looked too bad taking that break on Sunday, coming to Circle. They looked a little tired, and then they got to play against South. The big game energy kind of energized them a little bit. I saw the bench energy was up a little bit from the Circle game, and this is another big game that the Crusaders know that they're going to have to bring their A game to.
41-38, Hesston leading now 3-0 in the contest. Buhler's got the ball. Mace McCabe on the offensive end of the floor. Here's Ricker in the corner to Wade Meyer. And shot and a rebound for Hesston. So, of course, a lot of history. You go back to the day Kansas League when a lot of Mound Ridge all played each other a ton. That seems like it's been forever ago, but once upon a time there were a lot of great rivalries between all of these schools.
Yeah, I was visiting with Carson on the way over here. Vestiges of Buhler getting to play Hesston in a few sports. I know when I was at Buhler, we'd play Hesston and freshman and JV football from time to time. So it's good to see some of these close games still being kept on the schedule or being brought back because these kids, and Carson, you have the opportunity to compete against the Hesston kids in different sports, and so it's always kind of fun to play some of the nearby towns.
Yeah, it always is. You see while you grow up, and then you see them here at this varsity, see how much that you guys can just keep going at it, and you're friendly with them, and that just gives you a little more motivation to go out there and kick their butt.
Still 41-38, 2:18. Physical, and there's a inbound pass to Ethan Stambaugh in the lane. Game seems like we've been getting a lot of extra basketball here as of late. And that was missed. And a rebound for the Crusaders. That shot missed by Kevin Fuqua. And a rebound by Buhler and a timeout. 2:02 left. JV game. We'll give you an update on that. Freshmen, a little bit of a different schedule tonight as JV playing their games early. And freshmen will play during the varsity games this evening. Well, Buhler and Hesston on this Friday. Tuesday to take on the Collegiate Spartans. And then next week at Andale as we look at what else is happening in Crusaders. This week, wrestling heading to Baldwin for their invitational tomorrow. Swimming has a big meet up at Emporia as their season begins to wind down here in the second half and try to get more individuals. Girls won over Andale 83-1268. Hadria Hewitt to 22-88. Trent Sheridan pulled a 6:54. Coverage tonight brought to you in part by Phillips 66, by Sunflower Electric Supply, and by H&R Block. Coming up on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game, our player profile feature senior Reed Scott, and we'll break down the ladies contest between the Crusaders and the Swathers. 2:02 in the JV game left, 41-40. Hesston by 1. Wade Meyer to inbound for the Crusaders. Into Ethan Stambaugh. Stambaugh off to McCabe, and Peter's going to hold here for a quality shot. McCabe tried to feed it baseline to Grant Ricker, and it goes off Ricker. And now Hesston will have the ball back on their home floor with 1:50 left here in the JV contest. Hesston JV boys undefeated as ranked top in 3A boys. Foul called, and that will stop the clock with. Yeah, I can imagine.
That have sound deadening tiles and whatnot. This one.
Sitting down on those front rows, you really feel like you're right down on the floor. Top right one. Wade with the left hand, far side to Ricker. Ricker drives, kicks Stambaugh. Stambaugh, spin move to the right block with the right hand, missed the shot strong. Rebound Hesston. See if the Swathers try and use up the final minute of this clock. Peter will have to foul here late. Down a point, and Matthew Eddy swats the ball away from Kevin Fuqua, but whistle and a foul called. And that should stop the clock. 1:01 left. Neither team yet in the bonus. That foul actually charged. Was on Eddy. Hesston ball. On the Crusaders. Nice pass inside. Good recovery. Warner cut off. Pass rejected by Wade Meyer. And Hesston will play it in with 41 seconds left. Boy, how long do you let this go down before you foul?
Ooh, tough.
39 seconds, and there is the whistle. Meyer is going to pick up the foul.
The one thing you have going for your TV game, you're probably not going to have a Hesston on the line.
Crusaders have Matthew Eddy and I believe Grant Ricker in foul trouble. They both have 3 fouls here. 38 seconds left in the fourth.
Hesston trying to stay undefeated. That's quite an accomplishment for this group. And there's the 7th foul. Eddy reaches in. That'll put Hesston at the line.
Because, you know, it just in the way basketball works, if you have a night, usually a team's just happy, hey, varsity, JV, and freshman, the night, have all 3 teams being undefeated. I mean, that is just remarkable.
JV is always tough, too, because you got as a free throw is good by Matthew Waltner. You're playing the minute game with a lot of your JV guys. They can only play so many minutes. Shooting up on the varsity bench. Waltner with a second free throw. That one rattles in and out. Big offensive rebound, though, for Hesston. Pulled down by Fuqua. 42-40, 30 seconds left. And now Grant Ricker will foul Micah Dalston. And it'll be 1. And if he 8 seconds left in the JV contest here at Hesston. Throw good by Dalston, the 6'1" sophomore.
Huge one right here.
Turnovers are tough. Offensive rebounds. Second free throw. Down 3, 25 seconds left. Grant Ricker will bring it up left to right. Dribbling through traffic. A screen set by Eddie. Here's Meyer inside to Eddie. Layup good, and it's a 1-point game.
And they ran a little extra time off the clock. I don't know if the officials will catch it. That's a good 2 seconds ran off the clock.
That's called a home court advantage, man.
Point-wise here for the Crusaders, Wade Meyer with 13 on the night.
Yeah, Wade Meyer's one of those kids. He's the next level. I think you'll see him hopefully in the offseason going into next year really get stronger and put some weight on.
Yep, there's a big change, and Carson can vouch for this, going from a sophomore to your junior year, just and strength and all the rest.
Yeah, without a doubt. Just being able to spend that time in the weight room knowing that, hey, I'm getting older. It's starting to become more of my team. I get a lot more say. Give myself a good chance.
Such a different feeling, too. Of every coaching staff increases for the kids. It's usually fun to see kids kind of take the extra responsibility.
Good night. On his drive. So 10.9 on the clock, 43-42. One would figure if you don't get the steal. Just 5 on the Swathers. So that's a situation where if Hesston did turn it over, they could quickly and not give anything up and force Buhler to have to set the play out of bounds. And Meyer will foul Matthew Waltner on the inbound. Now, if Waltner hits both, Buhler still has just a 3-point deficit. 9 seconds to get the ball up the floor.
And Buhler trying a little gamesmanship. They were having Wade hang out on the baseline trying to catch Hesston off guard, but Swathers sending a defender back.
So here is Waltner at the free throw line, shooting 1-1 as that is the 9th team foul. First is up and good and makes it a 2-point game. A lot of these kids will get significant minutes next year as some of the varsity players graduate. This is the big one to make it a 3-point game, and then, of course, on a miss, if you're Ricker and Eddie down low for Buhler, you got to be ready for the rebound. There's the miss. Ricker gets the rebound, 8 seconds left. What do you try the 3? Do you take it inside? Ricker's going to go inside. Shot missed. Rebound Eddie. Shot blocked out of bounds. And that's the ball game. So Hesston stays undefeated. 44-42. The Swathers beat the Crusaders here in JV action tonight. Our player profile next as our Midway Motors Drive to the Game continues on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Motors Drive to the Game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Rice Personal Injury Law Firm is celebrating 20 years of helping victims recover their health and lives after a serious accident. Serving Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Colorado, our success stems from valuing people over profits. We look forward to another 20 years of fighting for victims' rights. Mann, Wyatt, and Rice attorneys and staff wish Buhler athletes Wyatt and Rice experienced, compassionate.
First National Bank is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. We have an experience to provide you with a variety of banking solutions. Visit our website, fnbhutch.bank. That's fnbhutch.bank for more information. First National Bank of Hutchinson, we're first for you.
Visit one of the First's 5 convenient locations in Hutchinson, including inside Dillon's Marketplace. First National Bank of Hutchinson. Member FD.
And while Midway Motors drive to the game, time for tonight's First National Travel Player Profile. Let First National Travel assure your next perfect vacation. TA.net. Senior Reed Scott with us in our player profile. Reed, let's talk a little bit about your year and how things are going for you.
It's going good. Senior year is definitely a little different, obviously, but I mean, things are rolling now and basketball is underway and things are going good.
Obviously, a little bit of a change, you being a senior and now a starter, one of the leaders on this team.
We have the same role as last year, just trying to do all the little things, get all the 50-50 balls, and just play as hard as I can every time I'm in. The role hasn't changed much since last year, just getting a few more minutes.
Seems like even when you guys aren't out-wise, size-wise inside, you've had to go against some pretty physical teams. How has that been, and just playing against some tough competition?
I mean, I'm always going to be shorter than the guy I'm guarding. I know that game I'm going into, so I mean, I'm going to have to be more physical and have to do all the little things, be gritty down in there. I mean, I'm 6'2", playing in the post, so it's always going to be a dogfight, but hey, that's the way I like to play, and that's the way Coach B likes to coach, so it's all fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys have been in this stretch, sixth game in 9 days. Physically, how does that take its toll on you?
Physically, I mean, your legs get a little heavy. You got to stretch a little longer. Coach Swanson joked yesterday that we had 2 days off, so we haven't played in forever, so we should be ready to go. But, yeah, 6 games in 9 days definitely takes its toll after a while.
What do you think playing the tough competition that you guys have does for you and how it sets you up for later in the year?
We definitely have a tough schedule, but, yeah, at the end of the year, it's going to help when you get in playoffs because if we win regionals and go to state, there's no bad teams there, and we got to play McPherson one time, hopefully 2 more times to make it there. So this schedule definitely helps us.
So you said you've had 2 whole days to actually scout your opponent tonight, which is something you guys haven't had here in a while. Thoughts on Hesston? I know they've got size and they can shoot. What you have to do well tonight?
Hesston's tall, they're long. They're going to play hard. They're fundamentally sound. That's just the way their whole program is. I think their freshmen, JV, and varsity are all undefeated, and they all play the same way. So it's going to take a full game to win tonight, that's for sure.
All right, buddy. Outside of basketball, I know we're hoping for some baseball in the spring, right?
Hopefully. Been a long time coming for some baseball. Hopefully we get there. Taking it one day at a time, though.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Reed Scott in our player profile. We're back with more right after this.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Is it time for a fundraiser? As you consider the best way to raise dollars for your organization, think of Yoder Meats. Our snack stick fundraiser is easy to manage and low cost to get started. Yoder Meats snack sticks are shelf stable, come in 12 different delicious flavors, and provide a great return. Give us a call at 620-465-3807 or email snacksticks@yodermeatsks.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information and updates on our weekend specials. Taste the old-fashioned flavor at Yoder Meats in Yoder and 3 locations in Wichita.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hesston High School. Coverage tonight brought to you in part by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Neufeld's Flooring, by Hutchinson Community College, by First National Bank, and by Man Wyatt and Rice. Buhler coming in at 3-8. Hesston at 6-5. Buhler showed some good things on Tuesday against South. I liked the 2-3 zone, and it seemed to work really well. Hesston, another team tonight that's not going to want to shoot a lot of threes. They really want to get to the basket. And so interesting to see what Coach Mitch has for a game plan tonight.
Yeah, Hesston's coming off that win over Central Plains, which, of course, Central Plains, one of the powers of Class 1A. And, yeah, the 2-3 really worked well for Buhler on Tuesday night. We got quite a few steals out of it. A lot of times people tend to think, well, you're in the zone, you're not going to get a lot of steals, but I really feel like Hutton was able to just be a steal machine on the wing. And, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Crusaders come out to defend Hesston.
Yeah, not going to be able to, of course, something Hesston is always really good at. Coach Richardson, sound basketball. Hesston does all the little things really well. So got to take care of the basketball, and that's an impressive win. I mean, I know Central Plains isn't what they have been, but they're still ranked first in 1A Division II. Now there's a little bit of difference between 1A and 3A. But that's nothing to sneeze at, that win.
No, it was a good win. And, of course, Coach Stiles, Pat Stiles, that's the head coach at Central Plains. He is one of the best girls basketball coaches in the state, a really good tactician. And so even though Central Plains doesn't have the firepower that they've had some years prior, of course, Emily Ryan is starting at Iowa State. So they're missing her quite a bit as a true freshman up there. But, yeah, that was still a very solid win for Hesston coming into tonight's game.
It's a Hesston team that's been decided by fewer than 10 points. And so they don't have a ton of Buhler close to 30. So I think this game's played in the 30. If Buhler's able to take care of the basketball and limit turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, in the games where Buhler's been competitive, they've limited the turnovers, and in the games where it's been a little tougher sledding, they've been the ones where they've gone to the upper teens and 20 turnover-wise. And, you know, on Tuesday night's game, Buhler did a fairly good job of limiting turnovers. That really wasn't what got the Crusaders in trouble.
Yeah, and without Specht here in the lineup, and Aaron mentioned, they like to drive to the basket, so it'll be interesting to see what the defensive game plan is for these Crusaders. As you lose that another tall presence in there, UT will be back in the starting lineup. So it's going to be more of a small ball, fast look for the Crusaders. And Alex Hutton, who's been playing outstanding recently on the defensive and offensive side of the ball, along with Madison coming on and Hainan kind of getting her legs back under her. It'll be interesting to see how the Crusaders fare against this Hesston team.
I've been impressed with Mallory Hainan. Boy, she had a great game. 8 points, 11 boards, 4 blocks on Tuesday. Chris mentioned Emily Ryan of Central Plains off playing college ball. Hesston's all-league senior from last year, Elise Kaiser, moved on now, a freshman at Newman, and so they really missed her in the starting lineup. She was a great inside-out scorer and just a fantastic athlete. Not a real deep Hesston team, so you won't see either of these teams go terribly deep off their bench tonight. Lots of great basketball coming your way on this Friday. We'll check what else is going on across the network and the league coming up and get you set for tonight's tip between Buhler and Hesston. This is our Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
Game day is a big deal in our house. We don't just go to watch and cheer, we live and breathe it. Our squad is full of passion, snacks, and spirit, and we needed a car that could do more than transport us. We needed to participate with us. Midway Motors helped us find the winning ride from pre-gaming to post-game celebrations and everything in between. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Find your game day car at midwaymotors.com.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you want to help the students of BHS in their extracurricular activities? The Buhler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. To join, stop by the Buhler Closet at any home game or email BuhlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game coverage, brought to you in part by Midwest Iron and Metal, by Wade Patent Insurance, by the Medicine Shop, APAC Shears, and by Ray & Sons Roofing. Keep you updated on other scores tonight in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. From regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work, your hometown dentist is Buhler Dental Care at 115 North Main in Buhler. Elsewhere across the network tonight, Helenwood at Lions, Sacred Heart at Trinity Catholic, and of course we've got the finals from Langdon, the Fairfield Lady Falcon Classic, Little River and Central Christian in the girls championship. And Little River having a great season. Central Christian's ladies state ranked in 1A Division 2. So that'll be a great game tonight. Schedules and streaming audio online at adastraradio.com and the Ad Astra Radio app. Few guys only games in the league tonight. One of the girls games involved in tournament play. Rose Hill at Arc City, Collegiate at Circle, El Dorado at Clearwater, and Winfield at Wellington. Just about 3.5 minutes away from tip. Hesston Swather Pep Band. It takes me back to old Coach Baker. Baker never liked to warm up to the computerized music. He always wanted the real thing. Got the Pep Band rocking here in Swather Gym tonight. Hoping for a good game. We'll come back with the starters and the tip next from Hesston here on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Drive to the Game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Treat your Valentine to a sweetheart steak from Jackson Meat. Our heart-shaped ribeyes and fresh-cut bacon wrap fillets are sure to win their heart. Free sweet treat with purchase. Shop fresh, friendly, and local this Valentine's Day. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
At the Hutch Medicine Shop, we focus on the little things, like greeting you, like answering the phone with a friendly voice instead of an automated response, like knowledgeable staff members available when needed. When the little things are taken care of, it creates a discipline to succeed in the important things. The Hutch Medicine Shop makes you feel like you're important and worthwhile. Come by the Hutchinson Medicine Shop in Midtown, where the little things matter.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
Rise Up Reno and Tommy Galindo want to remind you that mentorship matters. Youth with mentors are 46% less likely to use.
I dropped out of school early, got into the system from drugs, and it just, it tore my life apart. I ruined other lives, and I got incarcerated.
To become a mentor, visit us online. Rise Up, Reno.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game as we get set for tonight's opening tip. Let's meet our HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union at 23rd and Severance in Hutchinson. Call Money Cross at 620-669-0177. The Hesston Lady Swathers out of the CKL. They are 6-5 in 11 games, 0-4 in the league under head coach Matt Richardson, coming off that 42-36 win in their last outing Tuesday against Central Plains, averaging 39 points a game, giving up right at 39 as well. We'll meet to the Hesston Swather starters here momentarily. Right now, let's pause for tonight's national anthem. the Hesston High School Pep Band with tonight's national anthem. The Lady Swathers starters, a 5'8 junior, number 4, Harley Ferralis. A 5'5 junior, number 5, Corinne Yoder. A 5'10 senior, number 15, Alex Martin. A 5'8 sophomore, number 31, Anna Humphreys. And a 6' junior, number 40, Katie Keeker. Again, Ferralis, Yoder, Martin, Humphreys, and Keeker for the Lady Swathers. They'll be in their home white uniforms with the red trim and red lettering. For the Lady Crusaders, 3-8 on the season, 2-3 in the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail under first-year head coach Sierra Mitchellstetter, averaging 29 points, giving up 39 a game. A 5'4 sophomore, number 2, Emily Madison, averaging 4 points and 2 assists a game. A 5'1 sophomore, number 5, Taryn Horning, averaging 3 points. A 5'9 senior, number 23, Mallory Hainan, averaging 4.5 points and 4.5 rebounds. A 5'8 junior, number 25, Abby Utsi, averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds. And a 5'9 senior, number 33, Alex Hutton, averaging a point and 4 rebounds a game. Alex, the 4th time this season, scored 5 in her last outing on Friday. She's really been playing well. Madison, Horning, Hainan, Utsi, and Hutton for the Crusaders. And in our Man Wyatt and Rice injury attorneys update, Lauren Specht still in quarantine from COVID-19 exposure and out of the lineup again tonight. We're hoping she can return next week, if not Tuesday, on Friday at Andale. Well, that's our starting lineups tonight. Hope you enjoy the broadcast, everybody, from Hesston on this Friday. Here in the West, Chris Shank, Carson Buhler with you here on 95.9 KWHK Hutchinson. Streaming on the Ad Astra Radio app and on the Crusader Sports Network. Colton Hines, our videographer tonight. Buhler in their road blacks, maroon trim, maroon lettering. And the Lady Crusaders will start with the ball right to left. We're underway here on HKFM. Here's Amy with a drive inside, off to Hainan. Shot off the window, missed. Rebound Hesston. Lady Swathers left to right. And Buhler picks up in the 2-3 zone. Far side, Anna Humphreys. Out front to Corinne Yoder. Near side, Martin inside. Turnaround shot off the window and good for Katie Keeker.
Keeker drawing first blood for either squad.
2-0 Hesston. Buhler the other way. Madison picked up at the timeline by Corinne Yoder. Drives right. Dishes off to Horning. Far side. Out front. Here is Hainan driving left side lane line. And a reach-in foul. Stops the clock with 7:10 to play here in the opening period.
First personal on Alex Martin.
And they call it foul on Alex Martin of Hesston, her first team foul, number 1. Buhler to play it in, out on the left wing to Hutton. Here's Utsi in the lane. Out of Horning with a spin move. Pull up jumper at the free throw line is good by Taryn Horning.
Great to see Taryn with the jumper. That one was a high rainbow shot over the top of the defender. Good.
2-2 game, 6:53 to play in the first. Hesston the other way. They hit the opening bucket. Here's a drive left side lane line. Humphreys cut off out of the wing. A 3 short by Corinne Yoder. Rebound out of bounds to the Lady Crusaders. Yeah, both these teams, their bread and butter is getting the ball into the lane. I don't think this will be a 3-point contest tonight.
Yeah, Hesston tried one right there and it missed badly. So, and if you're a Buhler fan, that's a good thing if it's not going to come down to who makes the most threes tonight.
Here's Hainan off to Madison. Hesston in a man defensively. Madison matched up on Corinne Yoder. Drives. And a shot blocked inside. Good active hands underneath by Katie Keeker. And the other way, they are going to whistle Alex Martin for a carry.
So far tonight, just 2 turnovers in the game, both of them on the Lady Swathers.
Hesston, 1 of 2 opening the game from the field. Buhler 1 of 4 in a 2-2 matchup. 6:15 to play in the first. Madison right to left across the timeline. Plays it Horning, far side circle. Taryn up top to Utsi. Utsi drives. Dishes to Hutton. To Hainan. Far corner to Horning. Here's Emily. Madison off to Hutton. Inside 6 to play in the first. Horning dribbling through traffic. Cut off in the lane. Far side to Utsi. She'll drive around Keeker and lost the dribble inside, out of bounds. It'll be Hesston ball.
It was a good look by Abby Utsi, trying to beat her defender on the draw, but just lost the handle as she got by her.
Actually got around Keeker into the lane, but then lost the dribble. Hesston the other way. Martin works with it. To right high post, far side 3, launched in and out, no good by Anna Humphreys. Rebound inside, and a whistle and a foul called on the putback attempt. That is going to put Hesston at the line. It'll be Keeker for 2.
First person. An interesting of any sort.
That foul on Mallory Hainan, her first, team foul number 1. So both bigs with a first personal foul. Hainan with 1 and Martin with 1. As Keeker misses the first at the line. Martin out for Hesston. Sydney Kaiser the foul. No good. Rebound Hesston. Put back missed. Rebound Buhler. So still a 2-2 game. 5:29 to play in the first. Each team with only 1 bucket so far. Utsi out front. Drives to her right. Plays it right side circle to Hutton. Out front Madison. Emily with a couple of dribbles to the right. Now carries it back to the left. She'll drive and has it stolen away. Picked off by Corinne Yoder. Yoder the other way. Layup good.
Yeah, and Yoder just went up and picked the pocket of the Crusaders and took it to the rack at the other end for 2.
4-2 Hesston by 2. 4:57 to play in the first. Here's Hutton out high with it. Far side Horning. Ball poked away. She saves it in front of the timeline. Off a screen by Madison. Dribbling to the right side. Spin moves to the foul line. Back to Madison, right side circle. Miami drives off into the far corner. Guarded by Yoder.
And Hesston playing really
the
tough
ball knocked
man.
loose. Horning lost it. Madison gets it back.
Good thing if Buhler can get some screens, that lane is wide open.
Bounce past Horning. Taryn left corner 3. Good.
What a beautiful looking shot for Taryn Horning. That thing barely even brushed the net for the tray.
5-4. Buhler by 1. Second bucket for the Crusaders. And their first lead of the game with 4:07 to play. Taryn Horning has both. Sydney Kaiser missed in the lane. And they're going to get to Katie Keeker, I believe, over the back on the rebound.
Buhler still has yet to get a single rebound in this game. And we're already halfway through the first.
Katie Keeker will pick up her first. End of the ball game. Kylie Bartell, the 5'8 sophomore for the Swathers. Paige McDowell, 5'6 junior guard, checks in for Buhler. And Madison goes out. Here's Hutton with it. 3:51 to play in the first. Buhler up 1, 5-4. McDowell now out front. Plays it far side to Horning. Taryn with a dribble to her left. Gives up to Hainan. Left side circle to Hutton. Backdoor pass, Horning. And a great defensive play by Corinne Yoder on the far baseline as she knocks the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but this is without a doubt, I believe, the loudest gym the Crusaders have played in so far this year.
Yeah, you think about some of those games at the Slime Invitational that just didn't have much atmosphere at all. This is definitely a road game.
Taryn Horning in traffic, forces up along 2. That shot missed. Offensive board for Alex Hutton. And then the ball knocked away. It goes off Corinne Yoder at the timeline, out of bounds.
So stay with the Lady Crusaders, both teams with 2 turnovers apiece.
Yoder to play it in. Hutton, far side circle, picked up by Alex Martin. Right corner to Taryn Horning. Horning off the screen set by Utsi. Hainan long 2, up top, missed. Rebound Utsi inside. Shot a little too flat. Rebound and a foul. That might be on Alex Hutton. Alex has those active hands.
First person line, Alexis Hutton.
She's got to realize how important she is, though, on the floor.
Yes. the fortunes of the Crusaders change dramatically if she isn't able to play much.
Hesston the other way. First on Alex, second team foul. Here's a three, launched up top, missed by Humphreys. Rebound, put back, no, but a foul. That'll put Carly Bartell to the free throw line. Clock stopped with 2:50 to play in the first.
Lady Crusaders have got to do a better job on the glass tonight. Hesston doing an excellent job rebounding so far.
Hainan had 11 rebounds against South on Tuesday. Free throw good to tie the game at 5 for Carly Bartell. Hainan goes out. Emmy Stallman, 5'9" freshman, off the bench in. Katie Keeker returning for Hesston, replacing Sydney Kaiser. Alex Hutton also out. Emily Madison returning. So two of your tallest players head to the bench, and Hutton and Hainan. And 2 free throws by Carly Bartell give Hesston the lead back at 6-5.
Bartell's got a super nice looking shot.
2:45 left in the first. Buhler the other way. Horning with it, top of the circle, dribbling with the right hand off to the far side wing. Gives up to Paige McDowell. McDowell far corner to Utsi. Utsi trying to drive inside. Nothing there. Up top, Madison. Off to Utsi, off a screen. And the ball kicked out of bounds by Utsi. That is the second time here in this first quarter that Abby has beaten her defender into the lane. But again, lost the handle.
Yeah, had a soccer match break out in the lane. Looked like one of the Hesston Lady Swathers kicked it first, and then it landed on Utsi's foot, and then it just went straight out.
So Hesston with a 1-point lead in the half court. Bartell down low, missed the shot. Another foul. And Carly Bartell is going to go back to the.
Crusaders switching between man and zone, right in a zone right there with most of their big men out.
Emmy Stallman picks up the foul, her first, team's fourth. Buhler in a bit of foul trouble early. And Carly Bartell knocks down another free throw.
She's now 3 for 3 from the line, and just with how smooth her stroke is, I would definitely say she's somebody to avoid fouling.
Second for the sophomore, missed. Thanks for the compliment.
I jinxed her.
Rebound Buhler. 7-5. A 2-point Hesston lead and a steal. Fifth Buhler turnover. Play up at the other end. Good by Alex Martin.
It's Martin's first bucket of the game on the run out. Second bucket off of a turnover for Hesston.
9-5 lead to 4. 1:50 to play in the first. Ball knocked loose again. Picked up by Emmy Stallman. Plays it to Utsi. In the low post right side, Stallman, and stolen away. Boy, how long can you play without Hainan and Hutton?
It's tough because they are both very important senior leaders for this Lady Crusader team.
Hesston with a 4-point lead against the zone. They work it inside. Keeker with a turnaround over. Stallman shot missed. Rebound tapped about, taken by Stallman.
That's Emmy's first rebound of the night. Buhler needs a bucket badly. They led, but Hesston's been on a 5-0 run here lately.
Crusaders haven't had a bucket in 3 minutes in this game, and they just turned it over again. Marin Lackey checks in, the 5'5" junior guard off the bench. Horning will go out. So Stallman, Utsi, Lackey, McDowell, and Madison.
So Utsi's the only starter for Buhler that has not been out so far this evening.
1:04 left in the first, and Hesston wants a timeout. 9-5 our score here from Hesston. Swathers by 4 on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And we're live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. 9-5, Hesston by 4. Buhler in some foul trouble with Hutton and Haanen both on the bench. Haanen has 2 fouls early. Madison, McDowell, Lackey, Stallman, and Utsi on the floor for Hesston. Here comes Sydney Kaiser back in the game. She'll play it off right wing to Alex Martin. Back to Kaiser. Buhler in that zone. Kaiser slips it up top to Humphreys inside with a right. And it's good for Alex Martin, who has 4. And the lead extended to 6, 11-5. 41 seconds to go in the quarter. Buhler's not scored since the 4:07 mark. McDowell has it, left side circle. Off to Utsi. Utsi falls down. Ball loose on the deck and saved by Hesston. Another Crusader turnover. Keeker inside, and she traveled.
Be the 3rd turnover on the Lady Swathers, and so that'll wipe away the made bucket by Keeker.
23 seconds on the clock. Buhler down 6. They led briefly by 2 in this first. Here's Madison right to left across the timeline. Near side circle to Lackey. Aaron dribbling with the right hand. Works it to the other side, goes baseline, and draws contact and a foul on Alex Martin. Is that a shooting foul?
And that'll be foul number 2 on Alex Martin.
2nd personal on Alex Martin.
And it'll put McDowell at the line.
No shooting foul.
Wow. Oh,
it's
wow.
Called on the floor on Martin, her 2nd. And there's a steal on the inbound play. Ball poked out of bounds by Madison. So Buhler has turned it over for a 9th time in the first quarter. And a half-court heave. It's back iron by Harley Ferralis, and that'll get us to the end of the first. Here's score. Buhler 5, Hesston 11 here tonight. And back to the second quarter.
HUD supports our hometown Swathers. Join us Friday or Saturday and we will support you too. Breadsticks or a large 2-top.
Read all about tonight's game in the Hesston Record. The Hesston Record is a weekly paper serving residents of Hesston. For advertising opportunities, contact Bruce at harveycountynow.com. The Hesston Record.
My name is Jim Remar, and I'm President and Chief Operating Officer at the Cosmosphere. Working with Phoenix Restoration was great. They were quick to respond. They were reliable. They really went out of their way to accommodate us and to do what they could to help keep our operation going while they were in there addressing the problem. As far as we're concerned, they're the best.
Water Restoration Company is Phoenix Restoration. They'll help you rise again after your disaster. Online at phoenixrestoration.com.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKF.
Prevention Network by Prairie Bank of Kansas. Building and by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Hesston ball to start the second quarter. Up by 6, 11-5. Alex Hutton and Taryn Horning have returned for Buhler.
Haanen still out.
2 fouls. There's a floater baseline missed by Ferralis. And a rebound for the Crusaders. Here comes Madison the other way. Hesston stays in a man defensively. Here is Stallman. Off to Madison, right side circle. Amy launches a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, McDowell almost had it. Hits the deck hard, and it's saved by Sydney Kaiser.
Valiant effort by McDowell to try to keep possession for Buhler.
Just 2 field goals early for the Crusaders, and now a bucket inside by Keeker with a 2 posts for Hesston. Martin and Keeker really have had a solid first half.
Yeah, Keeker has such nice touch.
Lead is 8, 13-5. Last Buhler bucket came at 4:07 to go in the first. Both buckets in that first quarter by Taryn Horning. Here's Madison, far side circle. Hanley off to McDowell. Page will drive to the bucket with a left and score it for McDowell.
Great slash by McDowell like we talked about. The lane was wide open. She saw that she could take her defender to the left, and that's exactly what she did.
Well, that ends an 11-0 Hesston run in this game. 13-7. Lead again is 6. 6:29 to play. Swathers. Rebound Buhler. McDowell pushes it ahead to Hutton. Alex back to Page. Left side of the floor. There's Hutton. Left side lane line on a drive and a whistle and a reach-in foul on Harley Ferralis.
That'll be the 4th team foul on the Lady Swathers. And so the good news for the Lady Crusaders, they've got some speed. If they keep working that dribble penetration game, that they could make some hay.
13-7, 6:10 to play in the second. Madison to play it in. And the ball deflected, saved up top by Alex Hutton. Far side Horning. Taryn driving in the lane. Ball knocked loose. Stolen away by the Swathers. Hesston up the floor. Kaiser. Through traffic to Kaiser underneath. Boy, nobody on. Katie Keeker underneath.
Yeah, the defenders came flying up at the high post, and that left Keeker wide open on the block.
And an 8-point game at 15-7. Got to have a big in there defending the post. Madison for 3, missed. Strong rebound of Hesston underneath.
Keeker's had a big night boarding for Hesston tonight.
And a swat away by Madison on the other and knocks it out of bounds. On the Buhler bench. Abby Utsi returns for Buhler. Out goes Madison. Alex Martin back into the ballgame for the Lady Swathers. Here's Corinne Yoder. Far corner to Harley Ferralis. Back to Yoder. Off to and a foul called. I believe that might be on McDowell.
Yeah, they're actually going to put the foul. I thought it was on McDowell as well, just reading body language, but Utsi ends up being the player picking up the foul.
That'll be the first on Abby Utsi. It will be the 5th team foul, and it puts Katie Keeker at the line, and she misses the first. Keeker now 0 for 3. Kaylin Seeley, 5'6" sophomore guard, in for the Crusaders. McDowell will go out. Hesston leading here 15-7. 5:13 to play in the opening half. And Keeker now gets a free throw. She has 7 points. 5:09 left before halftime. Here is Seeley. Away. And it just opens yourself up to.
Yeah, this Hesston team, if you are not super intense about protecting that basketball, they're going to pick the lock and take it.
Yeah, McDowell. Take that Hutton, I'm sorry.
Great job by Alex just batting away the post entry pass as she fronted the post Keeker.
On the inbound. Here's the bucket. And a putback. Boy, the post has been tough for Buhler in this game. Ferralis with a rebound and score it. And it's 18-7. Lead has grown to 11.
That's Ferralis' first basket of the game.
Buhler just 1 bucket in the second quarter. Here's Horning. Right elbow. Ball knocked loose. Saved by Madison. 4:26 to play. Madison dribbling right side of the floor. Plays it off to Hutton. Works it into Utsi. Abby to the bucket. Missed the shot, but a foul, and that'll put Utsi at the line to shoot 2.
Third personal on Alex Martin.
That'll be 3 on Alex Martin. That might get her out of the game. Abby Utsi, 8 of 8 on the year at the free throw line, shooting 2. First is in and out, no good.
And I just had this premonition, Aaron, when you mentioned she hadn't missed one.
Justice Large, a 5'8" freshman. No, check that. I'm sorry. That's Carly Bartel who returns. Martin goes out. And she missed them both. But you can't not say a player's percentage, right?
I know.
Rebound Hesston, 18-7. Lead is 11. Far side Ferralis. Inside Keeker cut off. Foul line jumper is rattling around, no good by Bartel. Rebound Buhler. Here comes Madison out of there with it. Emily right to left. Dribbles it to the free throw line. Plays off to Horning. Horning far side circle off a screen. Pulls up in the lane. Jumper in and out, no good. Rebound Hesston.
Good take by Horning, just didn't get the shot to fall, and
the
now
other way.
a reach.
Is that on Horning or Hutton in the reach in? And fortunately on Alex Hutton, and that'll be her second.
And the Crusaders already shorthanded in the post area with Specht and Quarantine.
Haanen went out in that first quarter with those 2 fouls, and she's not been back. Utsi out, Stallman back in. 3:42 to play here before halftime.
Now Alex really has to play smart here in the remainder of this second quarter.
Hesston ball up 11, 18-7. Here's a pull-up at the foul line. Shot missed by Corinne Yoder. Out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. Well, the Crusaders just 3 buckets here in the first half so far. 5 points from Taryn Horning, 2 from Paige McDowell.
Yeah, if Buhler can somehow, I think a goal right now, try to get it down to a single-digit lead and keep it there here before the halftime break.
Haven't had a bucket in 3 minutes. Horning off to Madison in the near corner. Hamley will try the 3. Missed back iron. Rebound Hesston. Pulled down by Carly Bartel. Ahead to Humphreys. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Hannah Humphreys right into Bartel, who beats Seeley to the bucket. 5th different Swather to score in the game. It is 20-7.
Yeah, Bartel now with 5.
2:42 to go before halftime. Seeley pull up at the free throw line, missed. Rebound Hesston. Not going well offensively.
Well, when you're having a rough shooting night, it just puts so much pressure on you defensively because you know that that's the only way you can really stay in the game. Buhler hasn't been playing terrible defense, but it's just tough when the shots aren't falling.
Swathers up big, leading by 13. Free throw line, Bartel missed. Rebound Stallman inside. And Coach Mitchell-Stetter wants a timeout. 2:09 left here before halftime. Hesston 20 and Buhler 7 on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Checking account is over. At Golden Place Credit Union, we offer Golden Rewards Checking, a free checking account that pays an incredible 2.26% annual percentage yield. Plus, receive ATM refunds nationwide. To earn the rewards, simply complete 10 Visa check card transactions, access Golden Plains online, and receive e-statements monthly. There's no minimum balance required, and there's no maintenance fees. Apply online at gpcu.org today. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Sterling College basketball coming up here tomorrow on KWHK. The Warriors are home in the Gleason to host York. It'll be 2 and 4 o'clock. 1:45 tomorrow for the Alden State Bank drive to the game here on HKFM. 20-7, Hesston up by 13. Here's Madison off to Hutton. And her pass in the lane picked off. Buhler having a tough time in the first half. Hesston the other way. And inside, missed with the right hand. Bartel, rebound, put back good by Katie Keeker. Boy, just too much offense by Hesston. Lead is 15. Buhler just 2 points in the second quarter. Stallman out front with it. Off to Horning on the left wing. Taryn drives through traffic. Forces up a 2 that missed. Out of bounds. Back to the Swathers.
Well, if you're Buhler and the shots just aren't falling, these are the types of situations where just trying to get to the line, get to the bucket on dribble drives, those are pretty important because that's the other thing. Buhler only has 2 free throw tries in this first half. They went 0 for 2. And there hasn't been a lot of free throws shot tonight, but Hesston has shot 8 compared to Buhler's 2.
Jillian Leas, 5'9" sophomore in the game now for Hesston. Kaylin Seeley has returned. And Hutton is out for Buhler with 1:16 left before halftime. Ferralis in the lane, stolen away by Utsi. Abby the other way. Off to Seeley, left side jumper, missed. Rebound Hesston.
It's a good take by Seeley that time.
22-7. Swathers the other way. Ball poked away from Ferralis. Loose on the deck. Saved by Hesston. 51 seconds left. Hannah Humphreys out high. Boy, Hesston, they will host a sub-state, a murderous sub-state By Madison. Rebound though, Bartell put back, no. Rebound tapped out and snatched by Horning. She stays inbounds. Great play by Taryn.
Her first rebound of the evening.
And Madison the other way with 26. Buhler just 2 points in the second quarter. Seeley has got it out front. Drives off to Utsi, left side circle. Far side Madison. Hesston has dominated in the paint. Horning for three. Drops it in with 6 on the clock.
Way to go, Taryn Horning. She has 8 of Buhler's 10 points.
And that'll get us to halftime and a 12-point game, 22-10. Just 4 field goals in the first half for Buhler. 8 of their 10 from Taryn Horning. All 5 different swaps. 2-10 here at the half. Hesston leading Buhler on this Friday night. Live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Online at allensamuelshutch.com. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report begins next on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas.
That the salt deposits under Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 250,000 years. Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community page.
This year, the hot dog luncheon, which will be held Saturday from 11 till 1:30 in the Lambert Park community. So the fundraising meal remains the same, helping a family facing extraordinary medical expenses. This year, it's the family of Inman Middle School 6th grader Josiah Hurley, who has dealt with severe Crohn's disease for over half of her life. In October, Josiah underwent surgery at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, during which she had her appendix and part of her intestine and colon removed, which enabled her to be able to eat and sit at lunch with her peers for the first time in 3 years. Tomorrow's meal, by the way, is by free will donation. A field survey will begin next week on a proposed 4-lane expressway on Highway 56. Again, the proposed 2.3-mile expressway would extend from Kiowa Road, the east city limits of Gray Bend, to the K156 junction. This is only in the development phase right now. No project for construction actually scheduled at this point, though it might factor into eventual upgrade plans for K96 to the northwest of Hutchinson. Recent precipitation has eliminated drought conditions over nearly all of south central and southeast Kansas. This week's U.S. Drought Monitor for Kansas also indicated some improvement in conditions in a portion of north central Kansas. Moderate drought continues to exist over northern parts of McPherson, Marion, of Saline County. Abnormal dryness exists over Barton, Rice, far northern Stafford, and the central parts of Ellsworth and Marion counties. Lyons High School is returning to regular learning starting Monday. The school has been operating under a hybrid learning model, but is going to go back to full on-site everyday classes again starting Monday. This traffic note in Hutchinson: to make repairs to a traffic signal at 11th and Adams damaged in a vehicle accident. The signals there are going to be disconnected starting Monday, while the intersection itself will remain open. Done. They hope to have that done no later than the end of the day next Friday. The forecast tonight: mostly cloudy, a low 40. Rain with maybe a thunderstorm during the morning Saturday, a high 48. Mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low 30. Sunshine 44 Sunday. More news anytime at adastraradio.com.
Game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger. 650-400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Younger in grade school, and then I have high school children who go to see Dr. Ediger. I was super impressed with how he made my daughter feel so comfortable. He does an awesome job.
Hi, Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office at 200 East 30th to make an appointment today at Ediger Family Dental.
Where patients come first.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And let's check out our first half numbers tonight, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Hesston hit the opening shot and led 2-0. Buhler had a 5-4 lead at the 4:07 mark in the first on a Taryn Horning 3. And Hesston went on that 11-0 run. Eventually led by 8 to start the second, 13-5. One of 2 buckets in the second quarter by Buhler came by Paige McDowell at the 6:29 mark. That ended that 11-0 skid. 13-7 at that point. Hesston would stretch the lead out to 15 at 22-7. And then Taryn Horning was 6 on the clock in the second quarter. Hits her second 3 to make it 22-10. And Buhler went nearly 6 minutes in that second quarter. First half turnovers to 3 on the Swathers. Hesston goes 4 of 8 at the foul line. Buhler 0 of 2. 5 different Swathers with points in the first half. Katie Kieker with 9. Carly Bartel with 5. Alex Martin with 4. Corinne Yoder with 2. And Harley Ferralis with 2. Taryn Horning had 8. And Paige McDowell with 2 for the Crusaders. And real quickly, Christopher, I think the inside game kind of tells the story in the second half. Buhler's got to get something going to the bucket. And for Hesston, they just got to keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah. For the Swathers, they've just got to keep working it into Kieker as well as Bartel. And, also Martin had some nice post moves inside. And for Buhler, Mallory Haynen being sidelined a good chunk of that first half with foul trouble, that makes the road to hoe a little bit harder for Buhler, and so hopefully Haynen will be able to play, contribute some offensively. And the Crusaders have shown that if they do take it to the rack, to make up some of that difference. And so if Buhler's going to have a chance in the second half, they're going to have to shoot more free throws, Carson, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the drive game has been there a couple times for the Crusaders. Hesston is a particularly long team, and so they've been throwing up the ball just a little bit, possibly before they need to. Emily Madison has been able to get a little bit of her game driving going, and Paige has been able to. She has a basket, I believe. But the Crusaders are running through the offense. They're making a few lazy passes here and there, not coming to get the ball, and holding the ball up top, not able to get it toward the lane. So they really need to work on getting to the hoop instead of being okay with working it around. Keep trying to push it in toward the hoop.
2-10 here on HKFM. Hesston leading and the Crusaders Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
This is Derek Fees with APAC Kansas Shares Division. You know we do big projects, but we also want you to know we can help you with parking lots, driveways, and other projects at your home or business. Asphalt or concrete, we're here to help. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage. Take the time to educate this investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main or find us on the web at WadePattonInsurance.com.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And Crusader Basketball tonight brought to you in part by the Bruce Isaacson Agency, by Idea Tech, Appalachian Animal Hospital, by Phoenix Restoration, and by the Buhler Booster Club. It'll be Ferralis, Yoder, Martin, Humphreys, and Keeker for Hesston. Madison, Horning, Hainan, Utsi, and Hutton for Buhler. Buhler with the ball to start the third. Down by 12. Hainan, jumper right side, missed, out of bounds to Hesston.
Still a good-looking shot for Hainan. And we mentioned it in the first half. She's going to have to contribute on the offensive end here if the Crusaders are to mount a comeback.
Hesston the other way, right to left across the swather at midcourt. Corinne Yoder plays it off near side circle to Alex Martin. Inside Keeker. Here's Yoder, the left elbow. Hard side Humphreys. Peter opens the second half in a man defensively. Keeker, baseline jumper, short, gets her own rebound. Followed her shot to the right block. And she's got 11.
Yeah, Katie Keeker continues to do the big damage for Hesston inside.
14-point game, Buhler the other way. Hainan, far side, Horning. Utsi out top. Abby for three, got it! First bucket tonight for the junior, third three of the season.
And that's huge for the Crusaders, trying to cut the Swather lead.
6:52 to play in the third. A whistle and a foul the other way. Well, would you believe if I told you three of them are trays? A foul called on Utsi inside is going to put Martin at the line, and her first free throw is good. Alex Martin had 4 points in the first half, her first trip to the stripe. Second good as well, got them both. 26-13, lead is 13. Shot the other way, missed.
Hesston continues to dominate on the boards.
Rebound Hesston. Humphreys with it near side circle. Keeker with her back to the bucket. Turnaround shot deflected. Loose on the deck, picked up by Hesston. And a floater with the right hand. And the lane is good by Humphreys.
Yeah, she got the shooter's roll that time. It bounced around on the rim for quite a while before it fell through the cylinder.
You're right, though. A huge difference in this game has been on the glass.
Yeah, Hesston has really just got a lot of extended possessions.
Horning has her shot blocked. Ball loose. Saved by Hesston. And traveling in the lane called on Anna Humphreys.
Just the fifth turnover on Hesston. That's one stat we didn't talk about at the half. It was 12-4 at the half. Now it is 13-5. Buhler's turnover margin versus Hesston's. And again, Buhler does not have a single rebound in the second half.
Here is Horning up top with it. Taryn, far side, Hutton. Off to Madison. Boy, Hammy tries a three. In and out, no good. Rebound loose on the deck. Taken by the Swathers, and then a foul. Got to figure some of that. Respect for a second straight night. Madison commits the violation, her first. Team's second here in the third quarter. Here comes Corinne Yoder across the timeline, picked up by Hamley.
Well, anytime you take a senior starter away, that's going to be difficult for any team to overcome.
Far side, Alex Martin inside. Shot missed by Keeker. Rebound, Alex Hutton.
Good board by the senior right there.
This means Hutton and Hainan really got to be intent about rebounding the ball. Madison the other way, driving in the lane and fouled by Ferralis.
Good to see the Lady Crusaders get to the line for the first time this half. Just a second trip. Wow, they're going to call it on the floor.
Foul on Humphreys on the floor. Madison on the drive. Count. I think he forgot the 1,000 after the one. That was a fast 5 count.
Yep,
and the turnover.
It's the count like when you're playing backyard football with your friends and you can't rush for a couple counts. Or when you're the defender, you count very fast.
Yeah, you're playing hide and seek. You ever skip a number or two?
I can tell you when we play it at our house, Clara Bryn, my one daughter, counts really, really fast.
Inside, Humphreys missed the shot. Rebound, Buhler. That is 3 rebounds now by Hutton tonight. 28-13, Alex the other way, driving, and a whistle and a foul called. And a hold on the far side of the floor. I think that's on Ferralis. That'll be her second.
Second person on Harley Ferralis.
Taylor Hummel's going to check in for the first time in a couple of games for the Lady Crusaders.
Taylor Hummel in for Buhler.
So Taylor Hummel suits up tonight, and she will go into the ball game. And their 15th turnover tonight. It's the end of the McPherson game. Inside Keeker and score it.
Yeah, Keeker continues to have a big night. She's now got 13 for the Lady Swathers.
Well, she just punishes whoever she guards underneath. 4:25 to go here in the third. So Hainan out again. Hainan's been out more than she's been in this game. McDowell driving in the lane and contacted a foul that should put Page at
really hard face first. I see your mom coming down out of the stands.
Yeah, she's a tough kid, but you know, I think probably you're a little bit nervous after that.
Yes. That'll be on Humphreys.
And McDowell is going to come out, replaced by Marin Lackey.
Well, I've known Paige's dad for many a year, and McDowell's are tough customers.
So they called that foul on the floor on Humphreys as well. I don't know what you have to do to get a shooting foul in this game.
Yeah, it's been interesting because a lot of times this year they'll call shooting fouls for everything, and tonight it's the polar opposite.
And Hesston will turn it over. Left block, ball goes through the hands of Ferralis, out of bounds. Just Hainan returns. And Taylor Hummel will check out. Harley Bartell replacing Katie Keeker for Hesston. 30-13, 3:58 to go in the third. Peter trying to cut into a 17-point Hesston advantage here. Horning off to Lackey. There in far side circle, off a screen. Plays it to Utsi. Abby works at baseline and lost the dribble out of bounds. We'll go back the other way.
It's the fourth turnover on the Lady Crusaders this half.
And now Ava Combs, a 5'3" freshman, in for Buhler. Out goes Utsi after that turnover. We haven't seen Combs. This is only the second time she came in briefly in the South game. She looks like a basketball player, so we'll give her that. We haven't seen her much. Here's the drive. Hutton with a block out of bounds on Humphreys.
Great to see Alexis protecting the rim there inside for the Lady Crusaders.
He looks like a radio broadcaster, but we just don't know yet. Hesston on the inbound. Martin plays it at the foul line to Corinne Yoder. Far side, Martin, long two, missed. Rebound, Alex, her fourth of the game. Peter the other way, 30-13. Crusaders just with a one bucket, the three by Utsi here in the third quarter. They only had 5 points in each of the first two quarters, just 10 at halftime tonight. Here's Lackey driving, and a shot blocked out of bounds by Humphrey. Substitutions. Madison's going to return for Buhler. Kaiser back for Hesston. Horning goes out. Seeley also returning for the Crusaders and replacing Marin Lackey.
Lady Crusaders need a bucket here.
Madison to play it in right of the basket. 3 minutes to go in the half. Check that in the quarter. Here's Madison working along the baseline. Mid-lane jumper by Heyman. That is Heyman's shot.
Great assist that time by Madison as she drove the baseline.
15-point game, 30-15, 2:44 to go here in the third. Turnaround shot blocked inside by Mallory Heyman.
Oh no, and I think they might have just got Alex Hutton with her third.
7th block this season by Mallory.
And it will be on Hutton. Hutton kind of got tangled up with one of the Lady Swathers inside. They both fell down.
They called a foul on Heyman, or on Hutton, excuse me, on the rebound. Now a reach-in foul.
Combs.
Second personal on Emily Madison.
Well, they call it on Madison.
Well, no, they.
Oh, no, it is on Combs.
I was going to say. I think the PA guy got confused.
Well, now a steal by Madison, but she leapt up in the air to steal that inbounds pass, but came down out of bounds. And Hesston will reset it in front of their own bench. Alex Hutton comes out. Abby Utsi returns. 2:33 to go. Here in the third quarter, Hesston offensively in their half court. Pull up Bartel. Free throw line jumper. Good.
Bartel's second field goal of the night. And
the 17 again. 2:20 to go here in the third. And contact the other way and a whistle. Foul starting to mount up on both sides now. Each team with picks up her first. Ferralis goes out, replaced by Keeker. Buhler, it'll be Madison to play. Combs fouled by Sydney Kaiser. Well, all of a sudden we just had this flurry of fouls on both sides.
Yeah. The 2:17 mark, and there's been 9 total fouls called.
That is the 5th on Hesston. Madison into Combs, back to Amy, left corner three. No, not there. And they're going to call the jump ball, the arrow to Hesston. In there, just 5'3", trying to rebound. She did her best. Kaiser tied her up inside.
Yeah, she was battling in there. And it's a freshman.
Hesston the other way, 2:04 to go. Buhler with 5 points in each quarter so far tonight. Now a steal by Combs. Ava the other way, into the body of Corinne Yoder, and they're going to call the locking foul. And that'll put the mighty freshman at the line for 2.
Good to see Combs being gutsy there. As she goes right at Corinne Yoder.
Well, Combs was 0 of 2 from the field in her one appearance on Tuesday. Looking for her first point, and no, that one off and no good.
So maybe this will be her first varsity point right here, Carson.
Yeah, Combs is one of those players who you know is going to manufacture some offense. Being able to watch her in the freshman games for varsity at home, you just know that she's a player.
I smell pizza. And that one off and no good. Missed them both. Hesston rebound. $1:52 left in the third. Swathers the other way. Near side circle is Anna Humphreys. Off far side to Yoder. Yoder guarded by Madison. Out front, Humphreys. Humphreys, the wraparound pass in the lane. Shot blocked by Heyman. Martin had it rejected. Gets it back inside. Missed the shot and a foul. And Buhler continues to struggle rebounding the basketball, and that has been a winning formula for Hesston tonight. Buhler's just not been able to clean up the offensive glass.
And the tough thing when you're having trouble boarding it, that's when you start getting in foul trouble as well, because when the other team has these possessions that just continue and continue and continue, it makes it more difficult to try to defend for a longer period of time.
Heyman picks up her third. Martin with the free throw missed. She'll have one more, 5th team foul. Martin 1 of 2 at the line. 3 of 4 tonight. 33-15. Hesston by 18. New largest lead. Combs in the lane. Off to Madison, right side circle. She launches another 3. Missed. Another rebound for Hesston. And Combs committing a foul.
Yeah, Combs didn't have position, and she just tried to stop Humphreys as she went by her and just reached out. And
second on Ava. Hari Ferrales will return for Hesston. Out goes Sydney Kaiser. Boy, the rebounding, the points not there tonight for Buhler. Still playing hard. Hesston on their home floor trying to win their 7th. They've won 3 of their last 5 after starting the year below 500. And there's Keeker with another basket. She's got 15. 35-15. Lead is 20. Buhler the other way. Far side Combs. Ava will shoot the 3. There's her first bucket.
The freshman.
35-18. Lead 17. 30 seconds to go. Ava Combs with her first 3 tonight. 4th 3 of the night for the Crusaders. 19 seconds to go in the 3rd. Up near the timeline, Madison on Corinne Yoder. Here's Keeker. Madison with a steal. 5 seconds on the clock. Here comes Haanen to the bucket. Tried to draw the contact and a foul. They won't blow the whistle. Haanen fell to the floor. 8 minutes left here tonight in Hesston. 35-18 on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Or an angle for a small project, or a complete fabrication project done. Call us at Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson. We know metal. Hi, this is Sarah Johnson, and my family has been in business for 99 years. With a huge stock of different sheets, shapes of steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum, Johnson Sheet Metal has what you need. We cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications, and can make your ag replacement panels too. Call us today. Johnson Sheet Metal, 620-662-0224.
Don't be left out in the cold shivering when you can have a heater in your coat. That's right. You can install the Anceris Torch 2 universal coat heater into whatever coat you want to wear and stay warm with up to 4 hours of heat between charges. Turn the heat on and off or adjust the heat with the press of a button. What a great gift idea for just $79.95. Shopping Sunflower Electric Supply keeps more money circulating locally. So come see us today, Sunflower Electric Supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, for Hesston, big night inside, rebounding the ball. 15 points for Katie Keeper. Got to figure out a way to avoid single-digit quarters. That just it's tough to win.
Yeah, that's what the Crusaders have had every single quarter tonight.
8 points in the 3rd. They were outscored 13-8. Here's Seeley with a long 2 missed. Rebound Hesston to open the quarter. Soon Haanen on the floor for Buhler. And Keeker wanting more. In and out, no good. Rebound loose on the deck. Hesston grabs another shot, missed, but a foul. How often have you seen one team dominate the board so much?
And it's interesting, too, because Buhler and Hesston very similar height-wise, but they have really done it.
And Humphreys at the line. First free throw good.
Number 5, Horning.
Horning and Stallman back. Haanen and Madison will go out. It has been a big night on the glass for the Swathers. And Humphreys, 2 free throws to make it 37-18. Lead is 19 with 7:28 left. Here's Combs, another 3, missed. Rebound goes off Utsi, out of bounds. Oh, no.
They'll say off of Ferrales.
I don't think so, Tim. Into the floor. And a steal in the inbound, taken away by Ferralis.
6th turnover on the Crusaders this
Pass
half.
ahead to Yoder, layup good.
Corinne Yoder, that's her 2nd bucket of the night, 1st of the 2nd half. Lead back out to 21 for the Lady Swathers.
Might turn into Buhler's. Well, take away the McPherson game. Might be their worst loss of the year tonight. I don't think this team expected that. Now Combs has her shot blocked. Take it away. Layup on the other end. Missed, but a foul. And that is going to put Alex Martin at the free throw line.
Ava Combs will pick up her 3rd foul. All of her fouls have happened here in the 2nd half. And Martin will go to the line for the 3rd time tonight. She's had a pretty effective night from the free throw line so far.
Well, the offense for the Swathers really runs through Martin and Keeker inside. Alex Hutton, Paige McDowell returns. Seeley and Combs go out for the Crusaders. And Martin now 5 of 6 at the stripe. 41-18. Lead is 23. 6:41 left. Buhler looking for their first points of the 4th. Horning has it right baseline drive. Floater not there. Rebound Hesston.
Hesston continues to just pummel Buhler on the glass.
Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Cargill Salt. Backdoor pass. This is a one-sided affair tonight. Wow, 25. Our coverage also brought to you in part by Countryside Feed. Rod's Tire and Service, by Yoder Meats, and by Crable Tree Clearing. Horning, 3, missed, back iron. Rebound off of Humphreys, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders.
Well, Hesston is a pretty good defensive team, and some of their wins they've held at least 3 of their opponents to below 30 points, and Buhler's really going to have to get on the horse to try to eclipse the 30-point mark.
You look at their schedule. They've really only had 2 games that they weren't in this year. They got beat soundly by Nickerson and by Clay Center. Shot inside, missed. And Nickerson picked up their 2nd loss the other night in overtime against Andale.
Yeah, Josie McLean fouled out of the game, and Nickerson's complexion changes immensely with her Ava Jones on the bench.
42 to go. Kaiser drives on McDowell, floater in the lane, good. And the route continues, 5:35 left. 45-18.
Kaiser, the 7th Lady Swather to score tonight.
27-point lead, 5:26 to go. Buhler has still not scored in the 4th quarter. Hutton's got it. Off to McDowell. Page to Horning. Jumper, left side missed. Rebound Stallman, put back, no. Rebound loose.
That was Stallman's 3rd board of the evening. So if you're got to try to have some positive things to finish this game out with.
Hesston in their half court to our left. Here's Kaiser off the dribble. Leaves it to Keeker. Far side circle to Bartel. Short by Corinne Yoder. Rebound out of bounds to Buhler.
Yeah, Kiera Funk tried to save it back into play, but she came down out of it.
14, McKenna Siemens, and 2.
And McKenna Siemens will see her first varsity.
13, Jillian Leyes.
As well. McKenna Siemens, a 5'5" freshman. Wearing number 14.
Of course,
shot left. So Lackey, Madison, Utsi, Stallman, Siemens on the floor for Buhler. Here is Humphreys with the ball for Hesston. Jillian Leyes is back out there, along with Bartel. Shot, right elbow jumper missed. Back iron by Sydney Kaiser. Rebound Buhler. Outlet Siemens. Floater in the lane. Missed. Rebound Utsi on the deck. Saves it to Stallman. Far corner. Siemens. A three. Rebound left.
There's good hustle in the near corner by Lackey.
45-18. Guys game coming up. 6th game in 9 days for the Crusaders. 3rd of 4 where they're playing a top 5 opponent in the state. Pass down low, shot missed by Ferralis, but a foul that is going to be on Siemens.
Yeah, Siemens was trying to just prevent Ferralis from taking it all the way to the rim unblocked.
First person on McKenna Siemens.
Buhler will play top-ranked Hesston tonight, and then they get 3rd-ranked Collegiate on Tuesday. Ferralis misses the first free throw. Taylor Hummel back for Buhler. Utsi goes out.
So an all-youngster team on the floor.
One more at the line. Free throw on the way. Missed for Ferralis. Rebound Hummel. 3:26 left.
Taylor's first board of the night.
Lackey's got it far side circle. Merritt off a screen. Right side to Siemens. Siemens works it to the baseline and contacted a foul that'll put her at the line for a 1-and-1. I believe they're going to get Jillian Leas. That'll be the sophomore's first, team 7th. Well, Ava Combs got her first varsity points tonight. Will McKenna Siemens get hers? Kira Funk and Alex Martin return for Hesston. Ava Combs in, Emily Madison out for Buhler.
McKenna Siemens shooting 1-and-1.
McKenna Siemens 0 for 2 in the field from this game. Knocks down the free throw.
Good to see her get her first ever varsity point. You'll never forget that moment.
Puts the freshman in the record books, Crusader basketball. And she missed the second off the front iron. That is the first point, by the way, in the 4th quarter, 45-19. Lead is 26, 3:03 left.
Well, I know the Crusaders are having a rough go, but they are playing hard.
Hesston with the ball, Humphreys. Near side circle to Funk, inside Stallman. Stolen away.
9th turnover on Hesston this evening.
Aaron driving, baseline cut off. They'll work it up top. Combs. And a reach-in foul will be charged to Jillian Leas. That'll put Combs at the free throw line. Actually, Humphreys called for the foul. Crusader basketball brought to you by Ediger Family Dental, by Sheila Metzger Agency, by Hutchrack, by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, and by Midway Motors. Combs misses at the line. Rebound Hesston, 2:27 left. Here is Kira Funk. Near side to Leas. Far side Martin. Hesston up 45-19. Humphreys inside. Shot up, missed by Martin. Rebound, put back, no by Funk. Rebound Buhler. Pulled down by Lackey.
Lackey getting her first rebound of the evening right there.
Combs the other way, dribbling through traffic. Ava off to Marin. She'll launch a three from the left wing. Missed, in and out, no good. Rebound Hesston. And a tie-up, Stallman underneath.
Stallman was in there duking it out with Carly Bartell. The possession error will give it back to the Swathers. Well, for the Crusaders, like you said, it's been a rough night, so now at this point just got to keep the effort up and try to have something to show here in this final minutes.
Turn around inside, missed for Carly Bartell, and a jump ball on the rebound. It'll be Buhler ball on the arrow.
Taylor Hummel in there mixing it up.
Buhler came in with 3 wins on the night, but tied in the 5-team sub-state Tied for third with Pratt, who also has 3 wins. Nickerson right now at 9-2. Mack at 8. And pick your poison. Which one you want in the first round?
Either one will be.
1:17 left. Siemens for 3 right side, missed. Rebound out of bounds off Hesston.
It went off the fingertips of Justice Large. So stay. Oh, what a heads-up play.
What a play by Ava Combs. She bounced the inbounds pass off Large, came in, got it back, and laid it up and in.
I haven't seen that in a varsity game, I don't know if in my entire life.
Ava Combs on the inbound. Large had her back to her, just threw it off her back, stepped in the game, and
yep. Siemens
laid it up and in.
Yeah, the bench energy on that shot. Madison has tried that a few times here this season, and Madison was the first one up, rooting for Ava on that.
Lead 24, 45-21. Here's Lucky for 3, missed. Rebound Hesston, 33 seconds left. Ava Combs with 5 tonight. Horning leading Buhler with 8. And will match her career best on a couple of different occasions. I feel like Taryn Horning starting to assert herself as a scorer. They've got to get more scoring though. First tonight, rebounding really hurt. 3 seconds left, Large inside, plays in the corner to Funk, and that'll do it. And Hesston wins it. Your final score, the Swathers 45, the Crusaders 21. Buhler manages just 3 points in the final period. Hesston outscores them 10-3. And Buhler falling tonight by 24, 45-21. Lady Swathers improving to 7-5 on the year. Buhler falling to 3. Home Tuesday night to host Pratt in league play. And the Crusaders head home to take on the Collegiate Spartans on a Tuesday in the Fieldhouse. 45-21 the final here tonight from Hesston High School. And we'll bring you the final numbers and in the girls game coming up here. Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack post-game show. Shirt Shack. Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome, and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
The veterinarians and staff at Appalachian Animal Hospital would like to wish the Buhler Crusader basketball teams a healthy and successful season. The same level of hard work, dedication, and commitment to excel on the court is what we do at Appalachian Animal Hospital. We continue to invest in new diagnostics and technology to make every effort to give you and your pet the best care possible. Go Crusaders!
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
And back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Final score tonight, 45-21. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Buhler's only lead in this game came briefly in the second quarter where they led by a 1-point margin of 5-6. Hesston went on an 11-0 run after that. stretched their lead to 12 at halftime, led by 18 in the third, and then by as many as 27 in the fourth quarter. Buhler, all single-digit quarters tonight, 5, 5, 8, and 3. Hesston plus 10 at the free throw line, 11 of 18. Buhler just 1 of 7. 7 different Swathers score tonight, led by a game-high 15 from Katie Keeker. Carly Bartel with 7. Anna Humphreys with 4. Alex Martin with 11. Corinne Yoder with 4. Harley Ferrales with 2. And Sydney Kaiser with 2. Peter got a career-tying high 8 tonight from Taryn Horning. 2 from Paige McDowell. Ava Combs with 5. Mallory Haynen with 2. Abby Utsi with 3. And McKenna Siemens with 1. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game tonight. Phillip on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66, 1215 East 4th in Hutchinson. Family owned and operated since 1963. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, and we'll take you back to the end of the first half. Drives off to Utsi, left side circle. Hesston is far side Madison. In the paint. Horning for 3, drops it in with 6 on the clock. Hesston is dominated in the paint. Horning for 3, drops it in with 6 on the clock.
Way to go, Taryn Horning. She has 8 of Buhler's 10 points.
And Taryn Horning asserting herself now as a scorer more and more. And hit that 3, 6 seconds on the clock at the end of the third.
Yeah, and Taryn, that's something that just, as a young player, the more she can score on the varsity level, the more she's going to have that confidence. And you can just tell, Carson, that when she lets go of the ball, she's got a lot more confidence than she did earlier in the year.
Yeah, for sure. And her settling into that 2 role, not having to handle the ball as much, I believe is really helping her. Coach has said she's trying to get her back into being able to be that scorer that she was as her freshman year and while she was down in middle school. And it is a bit different up in the varsity level, and so she's finally kind of calmed down and gotten into this groove where she can be the one who pulls up from 5 or 6 feet beyond the arc, and she has enough faith in her shot that she thinks she can make it, and she does.
All right, Taryn Horning, our Phillip of the game tonight. Half of our ladies contest coming up, guys, about 9 minutes away here on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
The Jerk Jack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you want to help the students of BHS in their extracurricular activities? The Buhler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. To join, stop by the Buhler Closet at any home game or email BuhlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
Rise Up Reno and Tad Dower want to remind you that prevention is available.
When you get involved in drugs and alcohol, it begins to impact your ability to take advantage of those opportunities. You're spending time and money on something that has no return in it for you. And I want people to have that opportunity for a happy, joyous life. And I just see that drugs and alcohol just tend to suck that right out of a person.
Visit our website, Rise Up Reno.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment or email online at Dr. Dow. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
All right, guys, game coming up here inside of 10 minutes in Hesston tonight. And we'll get you our player of the game coming up momentarily. We'll get some thoughts from Coach Mitch as well, Mitchell Stetter. Sierra, I know that it's kind of that tough part of the season, not getting some results the way you would want them to. I guess you just got to keep fighting, grinding, and playing hard.
Yeah, I told the girls after the game they just got to fight the good fight. I was proud of them because they never gave up. They're still trying to get boards, playing solid defense. Hesston's a very well-coached team and very, very fast-paced team as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that seemed like a big difference, just the rebounding in the game.
Yes.
Hesston just owned the boards all night.
Oh, yeah, offensive rebounds really killed us, those second chance opportunities. In the first half, I think they might have had 13 offensive rebounds, and I think they scored on all but maybe 2. So boxing out might be the next thing in practice we're really focusing in on.
Yeah, you get some of your young kids in. Looks like some of those, I know Ava had 5 points for you, and hopefully some kids that, as they develop, are going to be able to help you.
Yes, trying to get a couple minutes of those younger kids because that'll start building a culture and a program for Lady Crusader basketball. So,
yeah,
and Ava did a nice job stepping in. I know she's nervous, but she did a great job tonight.
Well, I hadn't had a chance to see her play much, but it's like she looks like a basketball player.
Yes.
So, and then she hit that big 3.
Yeah, she's our physical aspect. I always tell the girls, just be physical, and she takes it by heart. So.
Well, coaches, just continue to play hard, work in practice, and try to get better at this point.
Yes. Every time I tell the girls, we get on the floor and we compete. We can compete until the 4th quarter. That buzzer goes off. So, and improve.
Thanks for your time. Be careful going down those stairs. Those stairs are
they're a little steep, but before I get off, today's my grandma's birthday, so I have to give a shout out to my grandma, Virginia Harmony. Happy birthday. Love you.
We talked about that last week, so happy birthday, Grandma.
Yep, happy birthday, Grandma.
Thanks,
all right,
Coach.
have a good night.
All right, Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter with us as the ladies fall tonight 45-21. We're going to make Ava Combs. The freshmen are Whiffco Steel Products Player of the Game. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Whiffco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at whiffcosp.com. And absolutely happy birthday, Grandma Virginia. Pretty cool stuff. Guys, coming up in about 6, Buhler and Hesston here from Hesston tonight on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to the Inside Public Accountants Top 200 Firms for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Mann, Wyatt & Rice Personal Injury Law Firm is celebrating 20 years of helping victims recover their health and lives after a serious accident. Serving Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Colorado, our success stems from valuing people over profits. We look forward to another 20 years of fighting for victims' rights. Mann, Wyatt & Rice attorneys and staff wish Buhler athletes the best of luck this season. Mann, Wyatt & Rice, trusted, experienced, compassionate.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And our coverage tonight brought to you in part by Fee Insurance, by Jackson Meat, by Dix Phillips 66, by Sunflower Electric Supply, and by H&R Block. Streaming tonight on the Ad Astra Radio app, online at adastraradio.com, and the Crusader Sports Network, powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. 7-3 Buhler, third ranked in 4A, 10-0 Hesston. And what a run this has been by the Swathers, top ranked in the 3A. Buhler, 6th game in 9 days, coming off that hard loss to Salina South. And hopefully, I think for them, Simo, just getting their legs back, having maybe, I know 2 days doesn't sound like much, but the way things have been going, it's a lot for them. So
Yeah, Yeah, when you play a tournament and then have makeup games and everything, you get one day off in between there, and we couldn't really tell until the second day after that. The Salina South game, I thought it was good to see them rejuvenated, and these 2 days off, I mean, they're dealing with some injuries. Tatum's dealing with some knee issues, and so 2 days allows him to be able to hopefully fully recover. He'll be back in the starting lineup again tonight. And then another thing that we're going to see is a little bit of bench play. Keller and Grant Ricker being able to come in and make some outside shots. Isaiah Hernandez is starting to heat up from 3. And just being able to put it all together. Crusaders have that run there at the beginning after that loss to McPherson, bounce back and beat a very good Augusta team, and then really start mowing people down there after that Augusta game. So once they start clicking again, and they've had such a tough schedule, this one's really going to show them where they're at, and they have to win this to get a good seed for the state tournament.
Yeah, important for sure. They need contributions outside of Max and Jack tonight. Hesston undefeated, 22-2 last season, 44-10 now over the last 3. They lost just one senior, but no starters, and they have been mowing them down. They haven't been in a game closer than 17 points this year. Nobody's really been able to play. They have depth, they have length, and they're great shooters too. Going to be a tough one tonight. Buhler and Hesston. Starting lineups and the tip just ahead on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Of tonight's doubleheader, we're leading up. Stay tuned as Buhler Crusader basketball continues on HKFM.
Mann, Wyatt & Rice Personal Injury Law Firm is celebrating 20 years of helping victims recover their health and serving. Our success stems from valuing people over profits. We look forward to another 20 years of fighting for victims' rights. Mann, Wyatt & Rice attorneys and staff wish Buhler athletes the best of luck this season. Mann, Wyatt & Rice, trusted, experienced, compassionate.
First National Bank is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. We have an experienced staff prepared to provide you with a variety of banking solutions. Please visit our website, fnbhutch.bank. That's fnbhutch.bank for more information. First National Bank of Hutchinson.
Convenient locations in Hutchinson, including inside Dillon's Marketplace. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC.
At Dick's Phillips 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
And let's meet tonight's HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups for the 10-0 Hesston Swathers, 4-0 in the CKL under Coach Greg Raleigh, averaging 59 points a game, only giving up 31. A 6'2 junior, number 2, Ty Schrader. A 6'2 sophomore, number 4, Jake Proctor. A 6'5 junior, number 5, Braden Schilling. A 6'3 junior, number 14, Kason Richardson. And a 6'4 senior, number 41, Bing Bollinger. And they're going to change their starting lineup from what we were given. Jackson Humphreys in the lineup tonight. So it doesn't look like Proctor and Schrader will start tonight. Instead, Nick Arnold is 6'2 junior, so it'll be Schilling, Richardson, Humphreys, Arnold, and Bollinger tonight for Hesston. For Buhler, 7-3 in the ABCTL, 4-1 on the season under sixth-year head coach Ryan Swanson, averaging 59 points, giving up 59. Had one guard, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Max Alexander. Max, 24 points and 6 rebounds a game. Another guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13, Tate Hawkinson, averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds, back in the starting lineup tonight. Isaiah Hernandez, averaging 6 points and 3 assists. In the post, a 6'2 senior, number 10, Reed Scott, averaging 4 points, 4 rebounds. And a 6'4" sophomore, number 34, Jack Voth, averaging 15 points and 7 boards. Alexander, Scott Hawkinson, Hernandez, and Voth for Buhler. Buhler Road Maroons, black and white trim, black and white lettering, home whites, red trim, red lettering for the Swathers. We are underway. Buhler with the ball right to left here on KWHK Hutchinson. Here in the West Crochet, Carson Muller here with you from Hesston. Here's Max inside, out to Hernandez, back to Alexander. Kicks, both, right wing three for Jack, it's good!
Jack draws first blood for the Crusaders tonight. Great passing game that time for the Crusaders in the half court.
Boy, Buhler's really going to have to defend well tonight. This team, that, boy, they can all shoot. Hesston hasn't had a game, mentioned in the pregame, closer than 17 points. 3 left corner, rims long for Nick Arnold. Rebound inside and a whistle. As Richardson grabbed onto it. And a foul on Reed Scott. It'll be his first. Reed in our player profile earlier tonight talked about just go to the foul line, shooting 2. Kaysen, the son of the Lady Swather coach Matt Richardson. Of course, his older 2 sisters won a state championship at Hesston. As Richardson knocks in the first. At the Sports Arena in Hutch. Second short. And a rebound out of bounds. They call it off Hesston. Nice touch by Buhler down low. It'll be Buhler ball up 3-2-1.
First turnover of the evening on the Swathers. And
here comes Alexander across the timeline, right to left. Max off into the lane, kicks to Hernandez. Hernandez left side lane line, far corner Voth. Jack will drive, floater with the right, missed it. Rebound inside Hesston. Pulled down by Richardson. Swathers the other way, inside, layup good to Richardson. Boy, Hesston really likes to fly up and down the floor, and it's a 3-3 game.
Yeah, Richardson really showed some leaping ability on that take to the rack.
Here the other way, Alexander works it along the left baseline, inside with the left, got it to fall. Max, his first bucket, and it's 5-3.
It's going to be a game where there's going to be both teams having a lot of guards that can get to the rim.
Hesston the other way. Hesston with great size, bowling around front. It's 6'4". They'll play it in the far corner to Schilling. Schilling slipped with the ball loose on the deck, tied up by Jack Voth. And the jump ball to the Swathers on the arrow. Good defense by the sophomore.
Yeah, Jack just continues to get better as this year goes on. His confidence level, Carson, he doesn't look like a sophomore out there, does he?
No, he knows that he's playing with guys who will give him capabilities to make shots, and so he's exerting a lot of effort on defense and offense.
Schilling checks out Ty Schrader in, the 6'2" junior. Hesston with the ball in their half court, down a bucket, 5-3. Right side, Humphreys, tied up by Alexander, gets the ball back, plays it to Schrader. Far side, Richardson. Off to Schrader. Up top to Buhler, he'll drive. Kicks, Richardson for 3, got it. Richardson.
He released that shot with a lot of confidence.
6 early points. 6-5 Hesston, 5:34 to play in the first. There's Max the other way, driving in the lane, pumps with the left and then puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound Hesston.
Schrader gets the board for the Swathers.
Swathers ahead to Buhler in the lane, kicks far corner, 3 on the way, missed front iron by Arnold. Rebound out of bounds underneath off Hesston.
Went right off the top of the head of Jackson Humphreys.
Yeah, and Humphreys and Isaiah Hernandez. Isaiah's manned up on Humphreys, and he's getting up a lot of height and a lot of weight. Humphreys is really pulling him wherever he's going. Isaiah's done a great job on defense.
Schilling returns for Hesston. Here's Braden Skripsic, the 6'3" senior for Buhler, as Reed Scott goes out. Max Alexander all the way into the lane, and that's, boy, they're going to call the blocking foul. You just never know anymore. Sure looked like Bollinger was parked in there for a long time.
And that was one of those fouls, too, that all three officials kind of had a moment of, you're going to call it, you're going to call it, you're going to call it. And finally, the guy along the baseline called it a block.
Called the blocking foul on Ben Bollinger. His first, team's first. Buhler to play it in. Left of the basket, Isaiah Hernandez. Long pass out near the timeline to Max Alexander. Hernandez will set him up in the half court. 4:56 to go in the first. Here's Max off a drive to Hawkinson. Taden with that heavy brace on the right knee. Works his way inside. Draws contact and a foul. Shot missed, but Taden will have 2 at the free throw line.
Taden just did an excellent job of maneuvering around the Hesston defenders. Hesston playing man-to-man, but doing a great job coming off the ball to help.
So Hawkinson at the line. Did not score last game. 83% on the year. First to tie is good.
Foul will go against Braden Schilling, his first.
Second team foul on Hesston. Game tied at 6. 4:46 to play in the first. Second for Hawkinson. Rattles around and falls in. So 7-6. Buhler back up by 1. 4:45 to play in the first. Hesston the other way in their half court. To our right, Richardson, far side corner. Right wing, Bollinger for 3, missed. Offensive board to Nick Arnold. Hesston with a kick out and the 3. And early on, Kason Richardson is hot. 9-7.
One-man wrecking crew. He has all of Heston's points.
4:21 left here in the first. Buhler the other way down to 4:15 to go. Alexander right side circle. Drives and kicks. Skripczyk right down the lane. Tied up and stolen away. Picked off. Richardson over both the other way. And a charge taken inside by Jack.
Jack Voth continues to be a charge-taking machine. And that takes some guts because Kason Richardson is one tough customer.
First on Kason Richardson. Reed Scott in, Braden Skripczyk out. Hayden Keller, 6-foot junior, will check in. And out goes Taden Hawkinson. Jack Voth takes his 8th charge of the season.
I've got goosebumps. Just he is doing such a great job. And Richardson is a guy, Carson, he has so much confidence.
Yeah, and those goosebumps aren't just because Jack made an amazing play. Guys, this atmosphere is unbelievable. We got the pep band here for this quarter. I imagine 4 fans. The Buhler fan section looks packed. We got the Hesston fans over here. Everybody stood up. Both teams thought that they were going the other way, and everybody was yelling. It's a loud gym in here tonight.
And the officials having a discussion. Braden Esau, 6-foot senior, is checked in for Hesston.
And you talk about the atmosphere, it is fun. I mean, in this Buhler team, not a team. Oh, is there a technical?
I am not sure what the discussion is here, but it is going to be free throws for Hesston. They did not call a foul. They never signaled anything.
I don't know what's going on because
free throw good by Ty Schrader. There had to be a technical. I wonder if there was some type of substitution foul.
Something maybe not in the book.
Well, it all started when Hayden Keller checked in. And now the Buhler coach is asking for an explanation. But 2 technical free throws by Ty Schrader. And they didn't put that on a player, so I'm guessing there was some type of substitution malfunction.
If you have the scorebook filled out wrong, it's a technical, and so there must have been a mistake in the book.
4-point Hesston lead. Shot blocked inside. Rebound put back good by Braden Esau. And suddenly Buhler's down 6, 13-7. Crusaders need a bucket.
Yeah, the Crusaders facing some adversity. Now they got to answer.
Max into Reed and fouled. Scott will go to the line for 2.
Great job by Reed getting to the line here as he was bracketed by 2 swathers down underneath the bucket.
Yeah, if you have a number wrong, if you have a player missing, those things will cost you.
Back when I was coaching, I was always paranoid about that book.
Reed Scott hits the first at the line, the senior. Kason Richardson back. Nick Arnold out for Hesston. The Foul. The first on Arnold. 4th team foul. One more by Scott. In and out, no good. So Reed 1 of 2, 13-8. It's a 5-point game. And Richardson going to work the other way. High off the window, missed. Alexander with a rebound.
That's a man board in there. Max had to battle for that one.
Alexander inside, cut off in the lane, off to Scott. And a take by Reed, in and out, no good.
Even though he didn't finish, that was one of the strongest takes the rim Reed has had of the entire season. Good look, hopefully he can get those to start falling.
Rebound Hesston, Schilling, left elbow, missed. Rebound inside, boy, got a box out. Schroeder, Ty Schrader for 2, 15-8. 7-point game, 2:52 to go in the first quarter. Here's Max Alexander. Shoots the 3 up top, good.
Good looking shot by Max. I was a little bit nervous because he wasn't quite set, but Max is such a good shooter. He still cashes the tray.
15-11, a 4-point game and a timeout. Hesston, 2:38 to go in the first. 15-11. Swathers up on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
Each and every day, WIFCO Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Crusader Basketball brought to you by Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Newfeld's Flooring, by Hutchinson Community College, by First National Bank, and by Man, White, and Rice. That 3 for Max Alexander put to a stop a 9-1 Hesston run. Peter went 2 minutes without a bucket there. 15-11, Hesston by 4. Ball knocked loose on the deck, picked up by the Swathers, and a foul inside. And that is going to put Tysh, make it Braden Esau at the line, shooting 2 shots.
First personal on Jack Vogt.
Jack Vogt charged with a foul. Early here, Hesston boys showing a lot of what the girls did and just their ability to rebound the basketball.
Yeah, in the girls game, that was really the difference. You know, Hesston just annihilated Buhler on the boards. This one's been more even, but Buhler really having a fight for every rebound this evening.
2 at the line for Esau, makes it 17-11. 6-point game. Bollinger returns, and Esau will go out for the Swathers. Buhler to inbound. Scott, Alexander, Hernandez, Hawkinson, and both starting 5 out there for the Crusaders. And Isaiah will bring it up right to left. Met at the timeline by Kaysen Richardson. How much weight do you suppose Zay's given up there? Alexander draws contact and a blocking foul on the left block underneath. Coach Raleigh not happy about the call.
It's going to be on Bruner. Max taking it in strong.
Braden Bruner, a 6-foot senior underneath, picks up his first, team's 5th. Buhler to play it in, left to the basket, into Alexander, layup good. Max has got 7.
Great inbounds play there. Isaiah with the great vision to give it to Max.
7 first, Hesston the other way. Bruner's got it off far side circle. Dribbling to his right now, gives up right wing. Now far side, Jackson Humphreys. Good defense by Max. Richardson in the corner. 3 on the way, missed back iron by Schrader. Another offensive board. 3 out to Humphreys, missed back iron. Rebound, Reed Scott.
Good board by Scott. He had great position that time, boxed out, and that's why he got the board.
Well, you got to clear the glass, don't you?
Yeah, because this Hesston team, if you give them multiple cracks, they're going to score.
Max drives with a left. And
yes.
1, the blocking foul inside.
Well, the Hesston faithful are starting to, the natives are getting restless. I don't want to be the next Buhler player to take it inside because they're probably going to get a charge just because the fact the Hesston people are getting kind of riled up.
17-15, a 2-point game. Max with a chance for the 3-point play. He shoots 91% on the year at the line. That is the second on Ben Bollinger. He will come out. And Braden Schilling returns. Buhler has been really good at the line this year, 82% as a team. That has been one of their strengths. Max to make it a 1-point game. Free throw missed.
Rare miss for the senior.
Rebound Schilling, 17-15. 1:14 to go in the first 2-point game. Hesston the other way. Swathers looking to protect the lead. Up top with it is Richardson.
Coach Swanson really directing some defensive traffic.
Far side, east side. Here's a drive. Layup good. Boy, Buhler vacated the baseline and left it wide open for Jackson Humphreys.
And Humphreys with a nice move. Good, great body control.
19-15. Vogt the other way. Working it into the corner to Hawkinson for 3. Short. Rebound out of bounds to Hesston. Boy, defensively, Buhler left that far baseline wide open that time, and Jackson Humphreys went right to the well. Ethan make it Braden Skripsikin returns for Buhler. Both goes out, and here's Grant Ricker as well, the 6-foot sophomore.
Trying to get Voth and Alexander a little break, extended quarter break here.
30 seconds left. 19-15. Buhler trails by 3. Hesston. Swathers have led by as many as 7 in this first quarter.
This Buhler team not intimidated by the undefeated Swathers.
Kason Richardson off to Jake Proctor in the game. Inside Richardson, shot missed. And then a foul. Are they going to get Ricker over the back?
Well, let's see. They're going to put it on one of the Swathers because Ricker had great position, boxed out the offensive player well. And
it's going to be Jackson Humphreys with the foul. That'll be Hesston's 7th team foul. So it's going to be Grant Ricker at the line on the other end, shooting a 1-and-1.
Yeah, Hesston has been piling up the fouls. They've spread them out. Only one player with double fouls. That's Bollinger.
Coach Raleigh has really been working on the officials too. Free throw, Ricker missed. Hesston the other way. Inside, reverse layup good by Schilling at the buzzer. Boy, Buhler, you just got to get back defensively. Wow. 21-15. Did they count that bucket?
They haven't put it on the board.
All right, second quarter coming up from Hesston. Hesston leads by 3 on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Supports our hometown Swathers. Join us Friday or Saturday and we will support you too. Just mention hearing this ad and get your choice of free breadsticks or a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. Go Swathers.
Read all about tonight's game in the Hesston Record. The Hesston Record is a weekly paper serving residents of Hesston. For advertising opportunities, contact Bruce at harveycountynow.com. The Hesston Record.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Brought to you tonight in part by Midwest Iron and Metal, by Wake Band Insurance, by The Medicine Shop, by Apex Shears, and by Ray & Sons Roofing. Well, this Hesston high-octane offense averaging 60 a game. And I mentioned it a couple of times. They have not had a game closer than 17 points this year.
Yeah, and Hesston's a team that's put up monster numbers. They've had just 2 games, and then most of their games have been in the 60s or 70s.
Boy, if you're Buhler, you go from having a chance to cut the lead to 1 to giving up that leak-out bucket on a missed free throw at the end of the first quarter. You got to get back on defense. Buhler will play it in to start the second. 5 starters on the floor. Here's Isaiah Hernandez off to Hawkinson near side circle. Into Jack, double teamed, plays it out to Tayton. Tayton through traffic. Far side Hernandez. Tayton falls down, able to get back up. He's got it back on the left wing.
Well, this Hesston team, you can tell, really takes a lot of pride in their defense.
Reed Scott up top. Hernandez fakes the pass, drives inside. Shot blocked. taken by the Swathers. Isaiah needed another step to the bucket there.
Yeah, it was a good, I like the take though by Hernandez. If you see that gap, you got to charge it.
Yep. Hesston up by 5 the other way. They've led by as many as 7 in the first half. Near side circle, Nick Arnold. Up top to Jake Proctor. Off to Schilling in the lane. Right side 3, Proctor missed, back iron, rebound Reed Scott, and he is fouled.
And great job. That's at least the 3rd or 4th time that Buhler has got good position on the boards and gotten fouled over the back. This time it's Reed Scott, and he's going to go to the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1.
First person on Braden Esau.
It's on Esau, it'll be his first.
Reed Scott,
Team's 8.
1-1.
Reed Scott, 1 of 2 at the line in the first quarter. 21-15 here. And Scott trying to inch his team closer at the stripe. Buhler's 5th trip to the free throw line in the first half.
Buhler's going to need to hit these free throws in a game against the undefeated #1 ranked team in Class 3A this evening.
Grant Ricker out, or excuse me, returning Isaiah Hernandez out. Second free throw for Reed, got them both. 21-17. Lead 3. 6:54 to go in the half. Here's Braden Schilling off far side to Nick Arnold. Back to Schilling. He'll drive it far baseline. They work it inside. And Esau scores it 23-17.
Great touch by Esau there in the paint.
Buhler the other way. Alexander with a left hand missed. Back iron. Rebound. Reed Scott fighting for it. Tried to throw it off of Swather, but he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, big effort that time by Reed Scott, trying to save it back into play.
I mentioned it before. I just love Heston's ability to get to the rim, get easy buckets. If you're Buhler on the other end, you gotta protect around the rim defensively.
Buhler's played really disciplined defense. Only 2 fouls tonight on the Crusaders here in this first half.
Hesston ball in their half court. 6:17 to play here in the first half. Here is Jake Proctor, far side circle to Nick Arnold, far corner, 3 ball good by Jackson Humphreys, and the lead stretches out to 8, 26-17. And a foul the other way will be charged to Hesston. It's going to put Reed Scott back at the free throw line.
Yeah, Braden Esau tried to run right through Reed Scott's screen. Reed did a great job of getting his feet set. So this will be the 3rd trip to the line already for Reed. We need his senior leadership here at the stripe.
Number 5, Braden Schilling in for Hesston.
I'm not
33, Braden
sensing Hesston really being worried about the fouls.
No,
I mean they haven't stopped fouling.
Well, the incredible thing about Hesston is just, Carson, they have got some depth.
Yeah, they have amazing depth. We saw their starting lineup changed for us, and that just tells you how much confidence Coach Raleigh has in his guys.
Reed hits the first at the line.
And Buhler, like we mentioned,
got them both.
When you're down, knocking down those free throws are always big.
26-19, lead to 6. 5:54 to go in the first half. Kason Richardson, right side circle. Out front. Far side Schilling. Humphreys right wing. In the corner to Richardson. Far side Arnold off to Schilling. They're such good passers too.
Yeah, they make you defend the entire end of the floor.
There's Richardson fighting through a screen. Double teamed at the free throw line. Off to Proctor. Far side. Great take. Contact inside. They'll call a blocking foul on Skripczyk. That'll put Jackson Humphreys at the line for 2.
Yeah, Skripczyk just decided a little too late to set up for that block.
First personal on Braden Skripczyk.
And they pass so well.
Jackson Humphreys will be shooting 2 shots.
Skripczyk his first. 3rd team foul of the Crusaders. Here's Humphreys at the line. First free throw is good.
Humphreys with 6th, second in scoring tonight for Hesston along with Braden Esau.
Buhler doesn't have a field goal yet in the second quarter, just the 4 free throws from Reed Scott. And Humphreys hits them both. So far a 7-4 advantage in the second for Hesston, 28-19. Lead is back to 8. Reed Scott to give it up to Alexander. Well, we need to pick me up. Number 1, got to get it done. Left elbow jumper for Max is good.
Well, Max heard you, Aaron, say we haven't had a field goal in quite a while.
28-21, 4:59 to go. First field goal of the second half for the second quarter for the Crusaders. What a backdoor play. Missed though on the shot by Schrader, gets his own rebound. Up top, 3, in and out, no good by Arnold. Rebound Alexander.
Max
way through traffic, off to Hawkinson, far side circle. Skripczyk sets a screen. And Tatum will pass it back up top to Max. Max on the crossover on Schilling. Jumper missed. Rebound Hesston. Swathers in traffic the other way. They find Arnold in the open corner for 3.
Nick Arnold's first tray of the night. That is Heston's 4th.
And it's a 10-point lead. Boy, if you do not get back and guard your man,
they've got enough guys that can score, and all of them are shooters.
Well, that's the thing in man-to-man defense, too. Like, wherever your guy goes, you got to be there. Here's Max up top to Hawkinson. Floater with a right, missed. Rebound fought for, taken by Hesston. Buhler in a bit of trouble now. 3:35 to go in the half. Jack Vogt coming back to the scores table along with Isaiah Hernandez. Schilling's got it up top to Richardson. Hesston has stretched it out to 10. So much firepower.
And so many different players.
Schilling, free throw line jumper, missed. Rebound Max Alexander. Ahead, Ricker, and it's knocked away. Good recovery by Ty Schrader. It'll be out of bounds to Buhler. Jack Vogt, Isaiah Hernandez back. Grant Ricker goes out along with Reed Scott.
Well, the thing about it for Buhler, even though we're down 10, still feel like we're in this game, but just can't let Hesston build too big of a separation here before the halftime break.
Hernandez to play it in. Into Max Alexander. Guarded by Schilling. Skripczyk sets a screen. Max lost the dribble on the deck. Throws it up in the air, and Skripczyk saves it. What an effort by Max Alexander not to turn that ball over.
And great strength laying on his back to get that pass out.
Here's Jack Vogt inside, missed with a right. Just the one bucket for Jack. The other way, Richardson to the bucket. And the timeout. 33-21. Lead is 12, 2:40 to go in the half. Here on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
At unfortunate incident, sewage started to leak into the museum level. Given that we are supposed to care for and protect historic artifacts, we immediately called Phoenix Restoration because we knew Ryan and his team, they would work with us and get the situation eliminated so we could continue our operation.
Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company is Phoenix Restoration. They'll help you rise again after your disaster. Online at phoenixrestoration.com.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.99% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, Coach Swatson calling a timeout there, trying to rally the troops down 12. And Tatum Hawkinson falls down in the lane with the ball and called for a travel.
Be the 4th turnover on the Crusaders this evening.
I get a feeling, Hesston talked about what they do so well. Buhler pressing.
Yeah, and a lot of it is Hesston's defense, whereas Salina South really buried you alive with offense. Hesston does it, I feel like, defensively.
Floater baseline miss. They're going to get a foul on Max. That'll be his first. It's going to put Richardson at the line for 2.
Yeah, Richardson was kind of behind the backboard where he let it fly, but he felt like he could get enough contact with Max, and he was able to get the foul on Alexander.
Well, this stretch in the schedule has just been murderous for the Crusaders. I mean, as Richardson misses the first, let alone the fact that the competition is so good. 6th game in 9 days. It's just, that's a lot.
Yeah, your legs. The guys will sleep like babies tonight. It's just a matter of if they're going to sleep content or sleep disappointed.
And you think, wow, we made it through this stretch. Oh, wow.
We get collegiate.
We get collegiate on Tuesday. And there's a charge taken in the lane by Hesston. That is a second foul on Max.
You knew it was coming at some point. And you talk about the crowd, Carson. This is the first night that we've had a real crowd. And the Hesston faithful really have been clamoring against all these charges that Buhler's been taking.
Max goes out along with Skripczyk. Reed Scott and Grant Ricker back, 34-22. Lead is 12. And a shot. Good by Braden Schilling in the lane.
Nice looking stroke there for the junior post.
36 points so far in the half. This has been very one-sided in the second quarter. Buhler with just one field goal. Hawkinson missed inside, fights for the rebound, put back, no, rebound Hesston.
Good effort by Taden. Too bad he wasn't able to get rewarded with a bucket there.
90 seconds to go. Richardson inside. And they'll call another blocking foul. Missed the shot. 2 more at the line for the junior.
Well, Richardson's so good at getting to the rim, Carson. I mean, Hesston's got a lot of guys that can get to the rim, but Richardson just is kind of a man amongst boys in that category.
Yeah, and those 9 fouls don't scare Hesston at all. With how deep they are, they're going to keep driving.
So Richardson back to the stripe. The foul on Grant Ricker, his first. First free throw good. Hayden Keller back in. Grant Ricker out.
So Richardson with 13 points to lead all scorers.
Got them both.
Made 3 in a row from the stripe.
38-22, lead is 16. It's only a 5-point game at the end of the first. There's a jumper good by Isaiah Hernandez. Big shot for Zay up top.
In a night, in a quarter when it's been tough sledding, good to get that bucket for Buhler.
109 to play in the second quarter. Just their second bucket. Now a charge taken inside by Taden Hawkinson. That'll be Taden's 9th on the season.
It's quite the battle going on between Hawkinson and both for the most charges taken.
Yeah, guys, it's starting to get chippy down there after Zay's shot. He's been face guarding Jake Proctor here in the second quarter, and he had a couple words to say there to Proctor, and Proctor had to laugh it off.
That was Buhler's first field goal in over 4 minutes. 38-24, 53 seconds left. Keller off to both. Far side Hawkinson off a screen. Pulls up. Oh, Schilling blocked at the free throw line. Schilling the other way. In the lane, missed. Hawkinson with a rebound. 39 seconds left. Jack Voth up the far side of the floor. And that's going to be a charge inside, and I don't agree with that one. There's no way that Jackson Humphreys had his feet set. But a foul on Jack Voth will be his second.
Yeah, and I think you talked a little bit about, it's kind of one of those things that the crowd impacting things a little bit, but both teams are just driving at the rim so hard. You know, the officials a lot of times will start calling charges to try to discourage it.
Yeah, and we talk about the crowd for the players, but it also affects officials. They haven't had this much nagging all year.
Hesston with the ball, 27 seconds on the clock, up 14. 38-24.
And Hesston going to hold it for the last shot of the half.
Six seconds on the clock. Here comes Proctor into the lane, fell down. Nowhere to go, ball leaked out, and that'll get us to halftime. Well, Buhler's got some rowing to do in the second half. Down 14, Hesston leading by as many as 16 in the second quarter as they pour 17 points in the second to just 9 for the Crusaders. We talked about it in the girls' game tonight. Single-digit quarters will make it tough. Just 2 field goals in the second quarter for the Crusaders. Good first half for Max. He's got 11 here at halftime to lead Buhler. Only 2 other Buhler players with field goals in the first half. And you look at the scoring all up and down the lineup for Hesston. 38-24 at halftime. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas, how banking should be.
Did you know that the evaporated salt produced at your local Cargill salt facility is among the purest of all salts? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Today's technology and yesterday's values. Your Central Prairie Co-op team. Helping maximize crops and growing that livestock. Your partner in production, count on CPC. With full service and convenience, locations close to you, where full value is always guaranteed. You get today's technology and yesterday's values. Call your Central Prairie Co-op team.
700 COVID-19 vaccinations given out today at the sports arena as the Reno County Health Department held its first max vaccination event targeting those 65 and older. Emergency Preparedness Manager for the Health Department, Terry Gare, said it has gone well.
The flow is going great. It is going well. People are pleased and happy. I've been stopped in the gym when I've gone through there, and individuals have said, this is just so wonderful. And, you know, people will pull me over to come talk to them. And I know Commissioner Friesen was also going through the gym talking to people this morning, and he can account for that information, that people were happy and pleased with the whole process.
Health Department Director Karen Nichols said it took a lot of volunteers to make the event possible, with about 60 people involved at some point or another. That included numerous nurses, including school nurses, those from the hospital and local clinics, and a number of retired nurses who still have current licenses. Another group of volunteers included several people who prior to retirement were involved for planning for events such as this, including former Health Department Director Judy Seltzer and Sheriff Randy Henderson.
The planning for this, what we are doing today, has been going on for years, like 2009 and before, to bring us to this date. And so many of our people have decided, you know, we put all this time into planning it, and even though they've retired and moved on, they're out here today because they want to see this process.
Plans are in place for another event next week, and Nichols said if you have already pre-registered, you do not need to re-register.
If they have pre-registered, they are still on our list. They do not need to register again. We just haven't gotten to them yet. So they only need to pre-register once. We've been getting that question a lot. So yes, only pre-register once. We promise we will get to you. Please be patient. We also want to get you the vaccine.
If you're 65 or older and have not registered, you can do that on the county's website, renogov.org, or by calling 844-834-3657. Our forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, a low 40, rain on Saturday, maybe a thunderstorm or two during the morning with a high 48. Mostly cloudy Saturday night, a low 32. Sunshine, 44 on Sunday. More news anytime at adastraradio.com. I'm Lucky Kid.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance
Provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
Rise Up Reno and Andy Addis want to remind you that your contribution to our community is important.
So being a part of a community means making choices not just for yourself, but for your friends, your family, and the people all around you. The person that you are today is valuable. Don't let that be diminished by drugs or habits or things that diminish you, because we need all of you.
How will you rise up? Rise up, Reno.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here as we look at the numbers of the first half, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Jack Voth hit the opening three, gave Buhler that 3-0 lead. Hesston took their first lead, 5:34 to go with the first at 6-5. And they would stretch it out to a 7-point advantage, 15-8, 2:52 to go in the first before Max hit a three to cut it to 4. It was a 5-point game after one. Then the Swathers go on a 13-4 run, stretch their lead all the way out to 16. Their largest in the first half. They lead by 14 here at halftime. Hesston has outshot Buhler from the field 12-7. So they are +5 in makes. They're +6 from beyond the three-point line and +4 at the free throw line. 10 of 12 make it +3. 10 of 12 Buhler, 7 of 10. Braden Esau with 6. Ty Schrader with 4 for Hesston. Braden Schilling with 4. Kason Richardson with 14 in the first half. Jackson Humphreys with 7. And Nick Arnold with 3. For Buhler, Max Alexander with 11, Reed Scott with 5, Tayton Hawkinson with 2, Isaiah Hernandez with 2, and Jack Voth with 3. Really kind of the tail, really kind of the tale of two teams in the first half. Just the depth, the offensive depth of Hesston. Defense into transition offense, they're so good at that, getting to the rim. And for Buhler, just too many empty possessions. They only have one player that has more than one bucket in the game so far. They've got to get some more offensive contributions.
Yeah, and one of the things that really stands out to me about Hesston, and I don't know how you guys feel, you know, we've seen some excellent teams in Andover, in Salina South, but I feel like in both of those teams, they were good, but they were really good offensive teams. And defense was maybe kind of the side of the ball they took time off. This group from Hesston, just they are making us work our guts out on the offensive end, and really just a good defensive team.
Yeah, and when you look at it, Andover and Salina South, I mean, they had 2 or 3 guys who could come off the bench and play up to time fillers, and they'd make a basket or two. But this Hesston team, I mean, they'll be able to throw their whole lineup at you and still feel confident on who they have. They had 9 fouls in the first half with about 5 minutes left. And so when you have that much confidence that, oh, no biggie, we have 9 fouls, and you're willing to still exert yourself 100% on defense and not worry about those fouls, that's big time.
Yeah, and Aaron, you mentioned that just, you know, 2 Crusaders with, or just 1 Crusader with more than a field goal. You know, Hesston tonight, has 5 different players with multiple buckets, and so it's going to be a tough road to hoe, and especially, Buhler, you kind of worry in a game where we've played all these games in that short period of time. We hope the energy can keep up with this Swather team, because this is a team that they can boat race you if you're not careful.
All right, second half coming up, 38-24, HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to the Inside Public Accountants Top 200 Firms for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Hesston ball to start the second half, and a 3 missed by Nick Arnold. Rebound Buhler. Jack Voth off to Hawkinson, up top to Alexander. Max drives, pulls up right side, high post missed. Rebound inside to Kason Richardson.
So both teams open the half with an empty possession.
Lead is 14. Here is Bollinger down low. They'll work it in the left corner to Nick Arnold. Up top to Humphreys. Far side to Bruner. There's Humphreys calling for the ball on the wing, and he is fouled by Isaiah Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez trying to make up for some of that size differential by trying to get up, but Humphreys just turned away, and Zay gets his first foul of the game.
Coverage tonight brought to you by the Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, by Prairie Bank of Kansas, with Coastal Products by Erickson Custom Building, and by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Hesston, Humphreys, up top to Arnold, far side circle to Schilling. Swather's very deliberate in the half court on this trip. They set a screen, and Richardson for 3, missed back iron. Rebound Alexander in the lane, and he was bumped into by Nick Arnold.
The Arnold's second foul, first foul of the half on the Swathers.
In a game like this, Mitchell, they don't mind the fouls. Really gets the other team out of their rhythm, but just every time you get ran into, takes more out of you.
Yep, just kind of bangs on you, and this Hesston team is physical.
Hawkinson with it. Dishes off to Alexander. Right side Voth. Jack, who's been averaging in double figures, just the 1 bucket in the first half. Hesston really took him out of it. Here's Alexander driving. Reverse layup, good.
Good to see Max just manufacture some offense on the slash.
Well, yeah, and he called the play just about 30 seconds before they actually ran it, knowing and seeing that vision big for the Crusaders.
6:03 to go in the third. Here's Schilling the other way. They'll work it into Bollinger. Bollinger now backs up into the right corner, off to Richardson. Left side, Schilling. Humphreys. Far side, Arnold on the crossover inside. And a charge taken by Jack Voth.
Jack continues to just stand tall inside. Nick Arnold, a big, stout fella. And so Jack really showing some toughness, taking that charge, his second of the night.
Schilling and Arnold leave. Esau and Proctor return for Hesston. Peter will inbound with 5:40 to play here in the third quarter, down by 12. Well, it starts by getting it to single digits. Hernandez to Alexander. Max, baseline jumper, rattles in.
Well, when the sledding gets tough, Max gets going. That's a second bucket of the second quarter, or second half.
Lead 10, 5:18 to play. Hesston the other way, inside shot missed, but a foul. And that'll put the Swathers at the line. Jackson Humphreys to the stripe, where he is 2 of 2 tonight. Foul the third on Jack Voth. Boy, you really can't live without him on the floor. That's a tough foul.
Yes.
He goes out, Skripczyk in. Well, you lose so much when Jack goes to the bench.
Yep, you lose one of your rim protectors, you lose one of your offensive slashing threats, and you lose one of your three-point shooters.
40-28, lead back to 12 with the 2 free throws. Second team foul of the half on the Crusaders. Here's Max driving hard on Braden Esau, and a whistle and a foul called.
Third foul on Braden Esau.
Third person on Braden.
He came off the bench and was the third leading scorer from Hesston in the first half, so he will check out with that third foul.
Esau out, Schilling back in. And again, just the mantra of this Hesston team, we don't mind if we foul you.
Yeah, they kind of have that West Virginia-esque Bob Huggins, we're going to bang away at you and wear you down.
Here's Alexander, far side circle. Max drives, curls into the lane, and trying to force his way through the 2 defenders, but he slipped and traveled.
Get that slick spot right there near the free throw line. Always makes me think of Mario Kart. Somebody must have thrown out a banana peel there as they get Carson to laugh.
Hesston the other way, right to left. Proctor's got it in front court, off to Schilling. Far side, Richardson rifles a pass. Left wing to Humphreys. Up front, Richardson drives, works his way inside, and another charge taken second of the night by Taden Hawkinson.
So in the race of who can take the most charges, Hawkinson pulls ahead of both. Second of the night, like you said. And that's a big foul as Richardson getting his third. So 3 of the big guns for Hesston now with 3 fouls. And this could be the window the Crusaders need to try to chip away at Hesston's double-digit lead.
Richardson goes to the bench. And Bollinger is back in. 12-point game, 4:19 to go in the third. Here's Alexander, right side circle, off to Scott. To Hernandez. Baseline to Reed. Back to Zay. Scott from the right wing. Up top to Max. Reed sets a screen. Far side pass goes behind. Skripczyk out of bounds. He started to cut to the baseline. And pass zings out of bounds into the Buhler bench.
Yeah, Scott thought Skripczyk was going to set up on the far wing, but instead cut to the bucket, and a little miscommunication is Buhler's second turnover of the second half.
Baseline jumper, count the bucket, and a foul for Jake Proctor.
Well, Skripczyk did a nice job of coming out to try to defend Max's man as he beat Max on the dribble.
Second personal.
Second on the Skripczyk. That'll get both back in the game. Reed Scott's going to check out.
The basket by Jake Proctor was good. He'll shoot 1 shot.
So Proctor will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play, and Reed will check out.
And the free throw is good by Proctor. So 43-28. Lead grows to 15. There's as many as 17 in the first half.
Crusaders need an answer here.
Jack Vogt from the left corner takes Bollinger off the dribble. Up top to Hawkinson. Far side, Alexander. Max through traffic into the lane. And we have gotten charge happy. Wow, that one taken by Jake Proctor.
So
third on Max.
The 23, Grant Ricker in for Buhler.
Alexander out, Grant Ricker in. Well, wow.
Lots of charges tonight, Carson.
Lots of charges.
And if you're Buhler here,
that is the 6th called overall tonight.
I was going to say, it feels like we've gone past 10 overall, but I'll take your word for it, Aaron.
Well, some of them were called blocks. Right side, 3, good. For Ty Schrader, 46-28. Lead grows to 18.
Largest of the night for the Swathers, and now a steal.
Now a takeaway. Bollinger with a steal. Hesston putting on the route. 2:41 left. Bollinger down low, kicks 3 up top, and that is good for Humphreys, and a timeout Buhler. 49-28. Hesston leads by 21. 2:28 left in the third on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Pizza Hut supports our hometown Swathers. Join us Friday or Saturday and we will support you too. Just mention hearing this ad and get your choice of free breadsticks or a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. Go Swathers.
Read all about tonight's game in the Hesston Record. The Hesston Record is a weekly paper serving residents of Hesston. For advertising opportunities, contact Bruce at harveycountynow.com. The Hesston Record.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
2:28 left here in the third, and the lead has grown to 21. Swathers now with 11 third quarter points to just 4 for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and if you're Buhler, you've got to get some answers at the offensive end.
Both Hernandez, Alexander, Ricker, and Skripczyk in there. Max has it up near the timeline, dribbles, pulls up, foul line jumper, missed. Rebound, Braden Schilling. Ahead to Jake Proctor in the lane, missed. Rebound through the hands of Ricker. And did he push off Schilling?
I think they're going to get the foul on Ricker. Yep, it'll be Grant's second.
Number 2, Tegan Tustin in for Buhler.
They're going to bring Max Alexander back out. Tegan Tustin will come in the game, the 6'1 senior. Reed Scott back, replacing Braden Skripczyk. That foul the second on Grant Ricker.
This is Tustin's first action of the evening.
Stood up by 21, pull up at the foul line. And Humphreys feeling it. Makes it 51-28.
14 for Humphreys. He had 7 in the first half. He has 7 in this third quarter alone.
Just 28 points so far for the Crusaders. Jack Voth, left corner, 3, short. Rebound Hesston, 1:42 to go in the third. And Schrader the other way, drives, dishes. And a bucket by Proctor.
Very unselfish pass made by Schrader. Once the defender came over to him, he dumped it off at the 11th hour to Proctor.
He was 25, whistling a foul the other way.
First personal on Ty Schrader.
Ty Schrader picks up the foul, his first, team's 5th. Buhler to play it in front of their own bench. Down by 25. And
foul,
a whistle.
Foul away from the ball.
And a hold away from the ball.
Third personal on Ben Bollinger.
On Ben Bollinger, that'll be his third.
So 4 players for Hesston with 3 fouls, but Carson, they've got such depth. Like you said, they're not intimidated in the least bit.
Yeah, here comes another sub. Bollinger will head out, but
Max Warner in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they have played every single player except for 2, I believe, that they've suited up tonight, the Swathers.
Tried a lob for a play at the rim for Jack Voth. The pass was off the mark and it goes out of bounds. And another empty possession. Hesston the other way.
Been a rough third quarter for the Crusaders.
Just the 2 buckets by Alexander. Here's Schilling, right side circle. Drives, kicks to Humphreys. And a whistle underneath. Reed Scott picks up his second.
Second personal on Reed Scott.
Be a very long fourth quarter.
Yes.
16 fouls apiece.
Saw the Buhler bus driver heading for the exit.
I think he's going to be out there a while by himself.
Yep.
If both teams are shooting free throws in the fourth quarter.
Yes, because we're already at 6 apiece, so there's going to be some trips to the stripe here in the fourth.
Here's Schilling, pull up in the lane, good.
Schilling now with 6. That's his first bucket of the second half.
55-28, lead is 27. Peter the other way, Hernandez off to Tustin. Back to Isaiah. Isaiah pulls up, free throw line jumper in and out, no good. Rebound Hesston, 30 seconds left in the quarter. Might be the single worst quarter of the year for the Crusaders.
Yeah, only scoring 4 points here. Crusaders really need an offensive spark.
Hesston up by 27 with the basketball. They've outscored Buhler 17-4 in this quarter. Shot in and out, no good. Rebound, put back. Good by Jake Proctor, and that'll get us to the end of the third. 57-28, lead is 29. We're back after this on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Tech brings the fastest, most reliable internet service to rural towns in our region, and we back it up with the friendliest customer service based right out of Buhler. With our fully fiber optic network, IdeaTech customers can enjoy speeds faster than those in the largest cities in the U.S., serving small communities in south central Kansas and select parts of Hutchinson. Visit ideatech.com or call us at 620-543-5000 to learn more.
The search for an attractive checking account is over. At Golden Plains Credit Union, we offer Golden Rewards Checking, a free checking account that pays an incredible 2.26% annual percentage yield, plus receive ATM refunds nationwide. To earn the rewards, simply complete 10 Visa check card transactions, access Golden Plains online, and receive e-statements monthly. There's no minimum balance required, and there's no maintenance fees. Apply online at gpcu.org today. Golden Plains Credit Union, life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Coverage tonight brought to you by the Bruce Isaacson Agency, by IdeaTech, Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Buhler Booster Club. Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Hesston girls won tonight, 45-21. Taryn Horning with 8 for the Lady Crusaders. Ava Combs was our player of the game tonight with 5. Pratt girls beat Kingman tonight, 51-44. Pratt in that same Buhler sub-state, along with Ulysses, Nickerson, and McPherson. Whatever happens in that sub-state, let's try not to have to go to Ulysses.
Yes.
Inside, Max forces up a shot. It's blocked. Taken by Hesston.
It's only a mere 212 miles, I think, Carson, to Ulysses.
And
that's a warning on Coach Swanson.
Coach Swanson just got a sideline warning. Being told to get back in his box.
Yeah, as soon as Max went up on that shot and got bodied, Coach Swanson was pulled his mask down a little bit and tried to give that official an earful.
7:28 left. Hesston in the half court. Ulysses is lovely this time of year. So I'll tell you a Ulysses story. I don't know if you've heard this one. There's a feed baseline. It goes off the fingertips of Richardson out of bounds. We'll go back to the Buhler ball. We were, it's been a couple of years, 2-3 years ago, we were in Ulysses for Sub-State. They hosted Sub-State. And so going to go out to eat after the game, and they have like 3 or 4 Mexican restaurants in town. We like some Mexican. Boy, hard take by Max inside. They're going to count the bucket. They call a foul.
I think they're going to put it on the floor, but Coach Swanson's lobbying efforts paid off.
Hard foul inside. That's going to put Max at the line for 1-on-1.
Second personal on Braden Schilling.
So you go to a town and you want to know, okay, there's like these restaurants, which one is the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they say this restaurant, whatever the name of it was, and we go and we ask the first by Max is good. That foul, the second on Braden Schilling, 17 foul. Asked the waitress what's good on the menu, and she said, I really like this certain type of burrito. I think it's good. You should get it. And Matt asks her, okay, what's in it? Ooh, what do we got here after the missed free throw and a rebound?
Max got run through by Richardson.
And a foul on Richardson, an offensive foul. And Max is going to go back to the free throw line.
Number 4, Jake Proctor in for Hesston.
Jake Proctor returns. Richardson's going to go to the bench. I think Richardson maybe a little bit frustrated with that last foul.
Yeah, he got the defensive board, but Max was set up and he just ran through him.
Inbounds pass to Max. And layup good for Alexander.
That's awareness right there at Max, knowing where the basket is, had his back turned, and able to put the shot through.
57-31, Hesston the other way. So anyway, ask the, what's good on the menu? Ask the waitress, okay, what's in it? What does it taste like? She goes, well, those burritos you get at the gas station. There's a foul on the other end. That's going to put Jake Proctor at the line for Hesston. Third on Reed Scott. 7th on the Crusaders.
That's quite the endorsement.
You should never compare your food to a gas station burrito. Proctor good at the line. That's just
it's good stuff. I've never heard that story, Aaron.
Well, now you have. Only in Ulysses, America. Proctor hits both at the line, 59-31.
Proctor's going to get a foul as he bumps into Max.
It's kind of gotten chippy, hasn't it?
Yes. Carson, you kind of caught some of that back in the first half, but it's just kind of continued to develop.
Yeah, Proctor, only a sophomore here. He's willing to run his mouth just a little bit, having some fun out there.
Max Alexander will be shooting 1-1.
Schilling and Bollinger return for Hesston. That foul on Proctor, his first. There's Max at the line, shooting 1-1, 9th team foul. Driver was going to be out there a while, didn't I?
Yes. You called the shot.
So we tried the other Mexican restaurant the next night.
You don't like your gas station ones, Aaron?
Well, in Ulysses, it's either, the only other.
Sonic.
Sonic or McDonald's. 59-33. I always like to go to the local, places.
It's a good Mexican place here in Hesston, by the way. Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You used to have the Water's Edge?
Yes.
Really good.
Another nice place. Yeah.
Esau with it. Off to Schilling. 6 minutes to play. 59-33. Here's Esau from the left side circle. Far side to Proctor.
And Hesston looking content to just really burn some clock down here.
Swathers try to stay undefeated. And a timeout, Hesston. 5:44 left, 59-33. Swathers in a rout in the fourth.
30-second timeout, Hesston.
Back after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
A house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And our coverage brought to you by Cargill Salts, by Countryside Feed, Rod's Tire and Service, by Yoder Meat, and by Crable Tree Clearing. Good luck to the Buhler wrestlers. Lots of things going on tomorrow. Wrestling will be on the road at Baldwin. Swimming at Emporia tomorrow. And then bowling is home. They've got a big invitational at the Alley tomorrow. And so there's a foul on the inbound here.
Yeah, that'll be on Jake Proctor for an illegal screen. And
second personal on Jake Proctor.
Coach Raleigh not agreeing with that call.
That'll be the 10th team foul on the Swathers. Jack Vogt to play it in. Max Alexander.
Good screen by Reed Scott.
And trying to work it to the wing to Hawkinson, deflected out of bounds. Our little dribblers finish up their season tomorrow, and then not sure the older kids get going.
Yeah, I've got two.
Clara Bren playing basketball tomorrow?
Yes, and then our youngest has first grade basketball. Their season opener tomorrow.
Max with a drive inside with a left.
What touch by Max in the paint over two defenders.
59-35.
22 points, 11.5 for Max.
3:24 here.
Reed Scott's going to pick up his third of this half.
Well, for Buhler going forward, another tough one, collegiate at home. We've gone through this stretch where even Jack hasn't been able to score much tonight, but outside of Max Alexander, you look at the score sheet, just 2 field goals that were not scored by Max in this game. And so free throw missed, offensive board for Hesston. It's kind of a funk right now they've got to work themselves out of. We know that there are other guys on the floor that can score. And there's a foul on Max. It'll be his 4th.
And a lot of it, too, I mean, we have played a murderer's row of teams. And playing Andover and Salina South, Liberal, and Hesston. I mean, there's a reason why Heston's #1 in 3A.
Yeah, and Crusaders don't really have a week where they can say, oh, we played 2 easy wins, we can take it off a little bit. They have a tough schedule coming up: Collegiate, Andale, Great Bend, and then you go Circle, McPherson, Augusta. That'll be a tough 3-game stretch.
1-1 at the line for Jackson Humphreys. First good. Surprisingly, this year, Andale might be the weakest of that group, which is very unusual.
6 for 6 is Humphreys. Continues to have a big night from the line.
61-35. Lead to 26. Layup good by Alexander.
24 of Buhler's 37 points tonight have been tossed in by the senior guard.
Only other field goals by Hernandez and Voth. Hesston the other way, 4:22 to play.
Oh,
and
no.
Whistle and a foul call. That might be the 5th on Max, or are they going to get Ricker?
Let's see who they put it on.
Ricker.
And they put it on Grant.
It'll be the 3rd on Grant.
Jackson Humphreys will shoot 2 shots.
And Humphreys, he has been nonstop at this free throw line. And I jinxed the poor kid. First miss of the evening.
I was just looking at Hesston's schedule. I think the rest of the way, the only teams that have a shot against them are Hillsborough and Haven. I don't think anybody else will come close.
Yeah, Hillsborough's been a ranked team in Class 2A, and Haven boys, of course, have Darby Roper and company.
62-37, 1 of 2 at the line for Humphreys. And a 3-point shot left side. Jack Voth missed. Rebound Hesston. 3:56 left. Hesston will have Haven in their substate. Bucket up and good. Who made that?
That was Nick Arnold. First bucket of the second half for him.
He's got 5 now. Shot inside, missed by both. 64
Schilling with the block.
37. Braden Schilling with that length. Heston's the largest lead in the second half, 29.
That was right at the beginning of the quarter.
3:24 left here. Schilling inside, layup good.
Schilling now with 8 for each half. Or 1 away from getting that clock running.
And Coach Swanson calls a timeout. 3:10 left. 66-37 on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other Have a heating or air conditioning need? Call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader.
3:10 left. Coverage brought to you by Edgar Family Dental, by the Sheila Metzger Agency, by Hutchrek, by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, and by Midway Motors. Well, Buhler with only 4 home games left, one of those on a Tuesday against Collegiate. Going to go on the road to Andale, and back-to-back home games. 3 far side missed. Rebound Hesston. Back-to-back against Great Bend and Circle. February 12th will be Pink Night in the field house. T-shirts are on sale now, raising money for the Cancer Council of Reno County.
Of course, they have their big fundraiser, the Reno Roundup, coming up later on in February.
It's going to be virtual this year. Normally, you'd have to pay for a table. Schilling lays it up inside.
Schilling now in double figures, and the clock will roll for the remainder.
68-36 for the roundup this year. The other way, layup good by Jack Foth.
It's a great, great event for a great cause, and charity groups within Reno County.
I don't know too many people that haven't been affected by cancer in some way, whether it's themselves or a family member. Stripsick, Keller, Tustian back for Buhler. Alexander, Hernandez, and Scott go out.
Yep, the 3 seniors get their curtain call. Their nights will finish.
Here comes Matthew Eddy, Jack Foth out. Those 4 along with Grant Ricker, wholesale substitutions for Hesston as well. Yeah, so you can click on the Cancer Council link on our website. And again, look on the Lady Crusader Twitter feed. You can find that link to order those Pink Night t-shirts. Coming up on February 12th. It's always a fun night. Great folks at the Cancer Council too.
Yes.
.57 seconds left, 68-39. Hesston content to just pass the ball and run this clock out.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see if the Swathers can go get themselves the 3A title. Of course, the Sports Arena, the site of the 3A state tournament. And this Swather team, you know, we've seen a lot of good squads this year, fellas, and I'd put this bunch up against any of the good teams we've seen this year.
Yeah, with how deep they are, they're going to be tough to beat.
Buhler just 2-3 in their last 5 games. Hesston will improve to 11-0. 15 seconds left. And well, they put on a show here tonight why they are ranked number 1 in 3A. And big applause from this Hesston crowd. That'll do it. Yeah. Some other tough teams in 3A. Cheney, Collegiate, Haven, all in our area ranked in the top 6. Hoisington ranked 8. Have to see. 68-39 is the final. Of course, Haven beat them last year in the sub-state championship game. Hesston wins it to improve to 11-0. Buhler now 7-4. Hesston home against Pratt on Tuesday. Buhler home against yet another ranked team in the Collegiate Spartans. 68-39 is our final here from Hesston. We'll wrap things up. Final numbers, player of the game, and more coming up on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
For the Shirt Shack postgame show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
When deciding who provides your goods and services, how do you choose? Best price? Best service? You like the people who work there? It's close to where you live? It has lots of parking? My guess, it's a combination of all the above. We hope that you'll consider the Hutchinson Medicine Shop when you need prescriptions and health-related items. We've been around for a while and expect to be serving this community that we love for many years to come. With 4 pharmacists and friendly and competent pharmacy technicians, we'll take good care of you. The Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutch.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Game day is a big deal in our house. We don't just go to watch and cheer, we live and breathe it. Our squad is full of passion, snacks, and spirit, and we needed a car that could do more than transport us. We needed to participate with us. Midway Motors helped us find the winning ride from pre-gaming to post-game celebrations and everything in between. Midway Motors. Game day car at midwaymotors.com.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And welcome back. Here is brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at adamspa.com. Buhler led. Jack opening 3-0. Hesston would take their first lead at 6-5. They stretched that to 5 at the end of the first. Buhler got as close as 3 in the second quarter, but then Swathers on a 13-4 run, stretch it out to double digits, and led by 14 at halftime. The third quarter, they stretch a 14-point lead, and then is 31 in the fourth. And about they come at you from so many angles. They play the ball better than any team I've seen this year. I mean, South is a good passing team. Hesston is a really good passing team. And then, well, you get them in transition, and they're tough to guard.
Well, I'll ask you guys the loaded $64,000 question, because I know how I will answer. Was this the best team the Crusaders have faced this year? I would say yes.
Yeah, I don't think they're a bad team. I mean, we've seen those 3 great teams here in the last. Johnson, goodness gracious. Jack Johnson was unbelievable. He put on a show there in the second half. Max was able to match him in the first, but and then they go on and get beat by a South team who we see 2 games later. South was, I thought, better than Andover. I mean, they beat them in the championship. So South, and it'd be interesting to see South and this Hesston team. I really like how deep Hesston is, and them not graduating anybody last year is big, and then having a lot of younger guys. They've got a lot of juniors here on this roster, a few sophomores that play some vital spots, and then them being able to shoot inside and outside with Bollinger and Jackson Humphreys inside. They're going to be a tough team to beat here in 3A.
Yeah, I feel like South just incredible, and just the fact that so many of these guys are interchangeable. It's not like a lot of times or slow down these couple guys to beat them. You know, tonight, Richardson's a guy that's put up a lot of points, but he didn't even end up finishing being the leading scorer. Jackson Humphreys, I mean, they had 3 guys in double digits tonight, and had 7 different players score tonight, so just a lot of depth, and hats off to that Hesston team, and it'll be fun to see if they can get to the 3A state tournament and win that title on March 13th in Hutch.
And South scored 73 against us, and I don't know if they played their best game. So it'd be interesting, South and Hesston. Boy, South's got some incredible athletes too. So
yes. Oh yeah.
It'd be fun to watch.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. And it's kind of unique too with the Crusaders, because South being a 5A, Andover being a 5A, we get to play, some of these 3A schools that some of the schools don't. So yeah, it's interesting just to see the different levels of basketball. And bottom line, there are good teams at every classification in this fine state of Kansas.
So,
which, speaking of Kansas, we'd be amiss if we didn't
happy
recognize our
birthday.
state's happiest of 160 birthdays.
So Grandma Virginia has a birthday today. She was born on Kansas Day.
Well, that's pretty cool.
How cool is that? Hesston outshoots Buhler tonight 22-13 from the field. They outscore them 18-6 beyond the arc. Hesston 18 of 21 at the free throw line. That'll get it done. Buhler didn't shoot the ball bad. They just 10 of 14, so -8 there. Hesston just really every category tonight. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players in scoring. Jackson Humphrey. I think my numbers are right. I don't know.
Up here.
Humphreys with 16. I had Richardson with 14. Schilling with 10. Schrader with 7. 6 from Esau. 9 from Proctor and 5 for Arnold. I have.
The only thing I had different was Humphreys with 17. Person didn't keep got so much. He's the producer having to run the computer. And
actually, I do have 17.
Okay. Well, I was going to say you were going to be the tiebreaker here, Carson, who had the right numbers.
Yeah, I do have 17. Max Alex with 24 tonight. And Scott with 5 off from the free throw line in the first half. Tate Hawkinson with 2, Isaiah Hernandez with 2, and Jack Vogt with 5. But that's the tough thing for Buhler. Max with his usual, everybody else then struggling to find it from the field. And when Jack doesn't score,
I'll give all the credit in the world to that Hesston team. I mean, they played good defense, made you work, and like you talked about a couple times, Aaron, in the game, played. And you think about that, just like if we had to fight to get those boards where if you're already getting banged on, getting the defensive rebound.
It's physical, and the game played. We heard Coach Swanson earlier in the year saying Isaiah's had issues, and he said partially that was on his defense, how well he's playing and how much energy he's using, and he's using his legs a lot. Shooting isn't just all arms. You got to use your whole body, and so the way that those guys played on defense really affects their offensive game. And Crusaders aren't a team that's just going to try to outscore you. They're going to try to play lockdown defense, and they do a great job. They were a little, and this energy from this Hesston gym was unbelievable, and first time they've seen that this year.
All right, we'll get to our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on top tier gasoline. More at Dix Phillips 66. 4th and Stevens and Hutchinson. Family owned since 1963. Every journey begins to stop at Dix Phillips 66. We'll take you back to the 3-minute mark in the third. There's Alexander driving. Rattles in. Reverse layup. Good.
Well, it's good to see Max just manufacture some offense on the slash.
Well, yeah.
Buhler will inbound of 24 for Max tonight. Play here in the third quarter, down by 12 in every game. Well, it starts by getting it to single digits. Hernandez to Alexander. Max baseline jumper rattles.
Yeah, and it was good to see Max, because there were some times where he could have gotten frustrated, and but good to see him continue to battle through, and and another thing. Good to see him not foul out, because obviously in a night where offense is hard to come by, if he had fouled out, it really would have kept the scoring down for the Crusaders.
All right, back with more after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Show on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you Students of BHS and their extracurricular activities, the Buhler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. Stop by the Buhler Closet at any home game or email BuhlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
Rise Up Reno and Tad remind you that prevention is available.
When you get involved in drugs and alcohol, it begins to impact your ability to take advantage of those opportunities. You're spending time and money on something that has no return in it for you. And I want people to have that opportunity for a happy, joyous life. And I just see that drugs and alcohol just tend to suck that right out of a person.
Visit our website, Rise Up Reno.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. Positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-768 or email us at drdowdds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
The veterinarians and staff at Appalachian Animal Hospital would like to wish the Buhler Crusader basketball teams a healthy and successful season. The same level of hard work, dedication, and commitment to excel on the court is what we do at Appalachian Animal Hospital. We continue to invest in statistics and technology to give you and your pet the best care. Go Crusaders!
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back to wrap it up, we'll name Max Alexander tonight's Wifco Steel Products Player of the Game. From storage tanks to steel walkways, platforms, and more, Wifco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at wifcosp.com. Max with 24 to lead his team tonight. 45-21. Hesston got 15 from Katie Keeker. 8 for Taryn Horning, who's really turned herself into a reliable scorer here midway through the season. Taryn with 8, and freshman off the bench with 5 tonight. The other girls now 3-9. Guys fall to 7-4. Big week coming up next week. We'll be home on Tuesday. Take on the Collegiate Spartans and then at Andale on Friday. Good luck to our other athletic programs this weekend. We'll have wrestling. Home invite tomorrow as well. Good luck to all of those programs. Sterling College basketball coming up on the network tomorrow afternoon. The Warriors home to host the York Panthers. That'll be 2-4. Scott Hope State Bank tomorrow afternoon at 1:45. Hesston sweeps it on this Friday in Hesston. Carson Moeller, Chris Shank, and our video production crew led by Colton Hines. We'll see you Tuesday night in the Fieldhouse for Crusader basketball. I'm Aaron West. Have a great weekend here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Personal Injury Law Firm is celebrating 20 years of helping victims recover their health and lives after a serious accident. Serving Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Colorado, our success stems from valuing people over profits. To another 20 years of fighting for victims' rights. Mann, Wyatt, and Rice attorneys and staff wish Buhler